After the parents were able to talk to the elders, we hope that the older son was able to get the help he needed and that the discipline brought him to his senses. Has your child left Jehovah? Do you blame yourself? If so, remember that Jehovah stood by faithful Samuel, and he'll stand by you. He'll help you endure.
I think the message here is pretty clear. You should report on others' misconduct. That's absolutely not a question.
Fucked up.
If you don't, then you're just as guilty as they are. The parents did the right thing by telling the elders, despite the fact that the kid was going to be quote-unquote disciplined. The only consequences that Jehovah's Witnesses can really impose is shunning. Nothing else is really effective. You can take away some of their quote-unquote privileges, like knocking on doors or answering at the meetings. But really, the whole point behind even doing that is so that everybody is fully aware of the fact that you fucked up somehow, and they should keep their distance. Shunning is their best weapon to keep people inside the religion. So no matter what discipline the elders gave to the kid, it was all intended to isolate him more and more from his friends and family members. Now that's either going to force him to throw himself into the religion, or it's going to push him out even further. In my case, it pushed me out even further. When I got disfellowshipped, I was 18 years old. I had spent age 12 to 15 in total isolation from the outside world. The only people I talked to in that 3 to 4 year period were my two parents, who both had bipolar disorder. So when I started dealing with social isolation from the religion, I reached out for friendships outside the religion. Whatever it took to not have to go back to complete social isolation. As a result, Jehovah's Witnesses, like my parents, backed further and further away from me, until finally I got disfellowshipped. And I basically haven't had a relationship with a Jehovah's Witness ever since. But I've said this before and I'll say it again. It was the best decision I ever made. The love that comes from Jehovah's Witnesses is completely conditional. It's based on the condition that you keep up with the rules and requirements of the governing body. If you start to slack off, even a little bit, there will be consequences. They'll pre-shun you. They'll back away if they see you backing away. The friends and family I gained after leaving the religion have my back, no matter what, and they always will. Their love and friendship is not based on the condition that I follow the arbitrary rules of 8 dudes in New York City. They will always be here for me, and we both know it. So if you are one of the people I described in this video, one of the people who I want to help, one of the people that inspires me to start a charity, remember that. Leave the religion. You'll be far better off on the outside. Real friends will have your back through it, no matter what. And there are lots of apostates out there, like me, who will always have your back too. Anyways, that's all I've got for you. If you like what I do and you want to see me continue to do it, you can support me in a few ways. First, you can support me on Patreon. That's probably the best way. Although, FYI, I want to point out that I haven't actually started the nonprofit I've been talking about yet. I intend to, but I can't yet. So the Patreon money will just go toward helping me pay my bills right now. When I do decide to start the nonprofit, I'll let everybody know, and I'll set up a separate bank account and everything so that the financial information could be made public. Right now, Patreon support only supports me. You can also check out my Etsy store. I sell all kinds of interesting stuff on there. Some of my favorite items are these signs. If you want to keep Jehovah's Witnesses and Mormons away, then you can put one of these outside. Jehovah's Witnesses aren't afraid of anything, except apostates. They think apostates are controlled by Satan. And you don't have to be an ex-member to be an apostate either. Anybody critical of the religion is technically considered an apostate. And here's my favorite part. The word apostate comes from the Greek word apostates, meaning runaway slave. So join me in my fight against this religion and keep these people away from people you care about by putting one of these outside your door. Okay, that's all I've got for you. Thanks for watching, guys.
That's radish.
Hey friends, it's Aki Dearest, and welcome everybody to another episode of... This is a series that I do every month on this channel where I go out and shop for different Japanese products, bring them back home, review them, and some of them might be utterly useless and bizarre. Some of them might look bizarre, but surprisingly useful. The art of creating these weird and funny products in Japan is called chindogu. So, without further ado, I have a couple products here. Hopefully you guys will enjoy. The first product of today comes from a company called Vegista. Now, for those of you that have been keeping up with my series know that I have actually reviewed another product from this company before. It was like this little lettuce head with 3 prongs sticking out that you stab into lettuce, and it's supposed to keep it fresh. I don't know the science behind that, but it prevents molding from happening, and since that video, I've used it once. So already this company seemed legit for me. So I was at the department store a few weeks ago, and I saw this product hanging up on the shelf, and I thought, you know what? Might as well for a Why Japan. This is called the Daichan Karo-chan. Daichan refers to daikon, which means radish in Japanese. Karo-chan, just by looking at the image you can guess, is directed for carrots, which I don't know why, because Japanese have a word for carrots. It's cute. Now, just by looking at the pictures here, you take the product and stretch it over the end part of the carrot or radish of your choosing, and it keeps it fresher longer. Right, so 2 weeks ago, I went to the grocery store and I bought 2 radishes, and I had them roughly the same size so that we could have a fair game here. One of them I put the vegetable condom over, and the other one I just left alone so that we could see a difference hopefully by the end of the week. I put them in the chiller and put a reminder on my phone to check on May 20th. A week passes by, I open the chiller, and as you guys can see here, the radish without the vegetable condom has browned out really bad. Now, I didn't go out and just swap it for an old radish. Not only is that a waste of time and money, but that's also a waste of time and money. So as you guys can see with this old radish, the end of it just looks disgusting. This looks like a shriveled up cotton ball that you use to wipe your ass with. And then we have this radish here. This is so clean. This is so fresh. This looks like I got it straight out of the grocery store. Like, this looks fresher than that feeling I get when I get out of the shower. This is beautiful. Now, granted, I mean, I know that the little smiley faces can look a little bit disturbing if you have a guest over and for some reason they're raiding your fridge and they see that. But I mean, again, this is Japan. You put a cute face on anything and it pretty much sells. But I gotta give props to this company. This is the second product I've tried and it's worked wonders. I mean, the fact that I've been using the other one, I'll probably use these too. I'm cooking stuff in the kitchen all the time, so you know what? These things do justice. Might be nightmare fuel if anyone wants to go into my fridge and get a midnight snack and chew on some radish or carrots. But I got no complaints. I like it. So now to rate this on the why-o-meter. Did it work? Is it useful? Was it worth the price? The price of this product was 580 yen, so close to like $5 or $6 in the US. I'd say yeah, you get a pretty good deal out of it. And will I keep it? Absolutely. So Vegista has impressed me once again. Now our second product is cooling spray. Now I've never seen these in the United States before. Back in Las Vegas, I feel like this would be so useful during the summer or anytime during the day. It's a desert. So I don't know if the US has these, and if they do, they're definitely not popularized nearly enough, but they definitely are here. Around this time of year, it's going to be at the department stores, the convenience stores. Like, this is the time where you need this. Now, what does this do, you may ask? So if you guys can see here, it says negative 30 degrees Celsius. You spray this and it cools you down. I've actually used products like this before, and I can tell you they are incredibly useful. I just recently started working out indoors pretty heavily now, and I've been using fitness boxing and Zumba on the Nintendo Switch, and dude, I gotta tell you, those things are legit. Like, this was so much better than Wii Fitness. But anyway, so I thought to use that as an opportunity to use this product, and here's what I have to say about it. So I'm taking a break from my workout right now, and I've been using this spray on and off, and there are a couple of things that I do have to say about it. Number one, it definitely works. This is good when you really just need a blast of cold air to hit you. When you spray this, it's instant cold air that hits your skin. Now, the only thing I don't like about it, and I don't know if it's just this can, but there's like this minty menthol smell. Kind of inhale that and you kind of feel it in the back of your throat. I know that the summer is rolling in and it's like 90% humidity, but luckily there's pocket-sized versions of these, because if I bring this out, number one, there's so much product being sprayed out that I feel like the range is just going to hit everyone around me, and they're all going to feel that like menthol chemical feeling in the back of their throat, and I'm going to be the bad guy. And second, I bring a bottle out like this and people are going to think I'm about to tag all of Shibuya. That's my review. Zumba, 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 Zumba. I'm gonna go finish my workout now. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time that we review this. But did it work? Yep. In fact, I actually didn't even buy it for this series. I bought it because we need it when the summer rolls in, and I'm like, you know what? This isn't even a thing in the States. I might as well show it. Which answers the question, am I gonna keep it? Yes. And is it worth the price? It's about 800 yen, which is roughly like $8. Just take a decimal point and move it over 2 times if you just want an estimate. But yeah, I would say for this much product too, $8 is worth it. When you're gonna use this probably in the first month of summer if heat is not your thing. I'm okay with heat, but I know Joey's gonna be dying, so he's gonna use this whole thing in like 2 weeks. And is it useful? Yeah. So, yeah, both of these products that I've showcased here today were actually very useful. I know that some people might be disappointed because you wanted to see something utterly useless. Well, fine! I've got this $1 meat notepad from Daiso. It's like, this is a memo pad, and this is the paper. It's supposed to look like meat, and you just take this and, yeah, just write down what meat to buy for today, or remind yourself to beat your meat of the day. I don't know. Watch, I'm probably going to use this at some point. This is probably the most positively received Why Japan that I've done so far. It's nice to show you guys some, like, normal ones that people can and do use. I should not have this next to that spray. Oh my god. Is it locked?
Drop your shit.
Yeah, it's locked.
Please.
I think these products are useful. Some of you may think so, some of you may think a little differently. Regardless of the fact, share your opinion in the comment section down below.
What are you?
I'm out of range. I don't have a target. I need to target something first.
Why was I the first target? God damn it.
I need to get closer. too far away.
Just stop.
it quick.
I can't carry anymore.
I have many wares. Farewell, friend of
State
the
your
Grumbles.
business.
Are you on another adventure? What secrets are these sands hiding?
You need something? See you around.
Wake up! I got a new playmate for you guys. Here she is. We just got a kitten that we found.
Oh, holy Jesus. The big sad. Remember, I'm ready to die. clothes. Get to wear clothes. Hats. Jesus. With a pick. You. Oh, duck hat. Interesting. Oh, cool. 2 beers. A headset. Ooh, a Kona hat. Oh, a little hat with a straw. Yeah, me too. This is crazy. Ah, a cheese head. This. What the hell is this? It's a necklace? It is a necklace. Fuzzy blue scarf. A mask. Sunglasses.
Oh shit. Forgot to farm the 2000 gold for on all my characters. Now I got it on...
Eye patch.
Well, I just got it on 2, I think.
The sausage made you more hungry. Okay. Okay. Jesus, 200 ping? No thanks. Okay. What the fuck is this? This is a... She has a Dark Magician Girl hat! What? I don't want that! Oh! Oh no. Okay. Quick chat, cancel, voice chat. With... Is that a right trigger button? What is that? What button is that? What the fuck is this? This is a... She has a Dark Magician Girl hat! What? Hat. I don't want that! Oh! Oh no.
Dark Magician Girl's hat.
Okay. Quick chat, cancel, voice chat. With... Is that a right trigger button? What is that? What button is that? Is it this one? Wait, how do you voice chat? You just hold this button down? Is that how it works? Just let it go? Okay, never mind, whatever. Oh shit, everyone's... Get away. No, I won't play it. Oh, he looks like Soul Bad Guy.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, this is cute. Oh, there's more to this place. Okay, besides the campground. Oh, jeez. How did I get up there? Oh, yeah. This is a crazy lobby system. Oh.
Wait, he? Can you even be a he in the lobby? Don't know.
Not enough money. Or give me your money. Can I go into this cave? I can. Oh shit.
And he found the salt mines.
This is weird. kind of magic is? Training. Anybody? What are my settings here? Order menu, firm select, quick chat menu, left bumper. Hello. Right. Oh jeez, someone died. Okay. Oh, that's a good delay. It's not bad. I'm ready to die.
I need to target something first.
Did he pick the stage or something?
I'm out of range.
I need to burst. Hey, Salty, thanks for the raid. Oh, I got it.
It's too far away.
Oh, nice one. Thanks for the raid, Salty. Appreciate it. I'm dying. You can shout him out, Faulty, please. Nice tech throw.
Hold your head high.
Nice one.
Greetings. Every good story leads.
Got him. That was close. Kick it, stop it, kick it. Nice one. Ooh, couldn't get him. Oh, you know what? I could have done the last song when he does that. Nice throw. He blocked that. Nice one. Just get the hell out of there. Oh, she can fly. I had to push him back. Oh, I missed it though. Nice DP. Try to push him back.
Discipline. It is the only way. Hold fast against the shadow.
Oh, I should have done super. Fuck. You got me. Good shit. I totally didn't pay attention to the time. Damn it. No, the character's really strong. I can see why now. Yeah, sure. If he wants to. It was a good connection. Yeah, I knew it started as a My Little Pony fighting game. The Hasbro hit him with a cease and desist. Oh, you didn't want to play again. Oh, that sucks. It was a good connection. I don't know why. Okay. I can see why that character's really good because it's like she has like that air dash. You just constantly pressure. I tried to push him back when I was blocking, but like I don't think I was doing it right. They look like a discount MOP merch from a sketchy street vendor in China. Damn, Faulty, you fucking ripping this shit apart, dude. How many people are in this lobby? How many people bought this game on the West Coast? Hello? Hello?
Right. Well, now that the game basically got confirmed for Evo, a lot of people bought it.
How do you do the...
Especially because the game is always really cheap.
Yourself, an OG, a top-tier debunker. He did forget to say that he's one of our business partners here on Science or Satire and a great friend of this channel. Sean Hufford, how are you doing tonight, sir? Oh, hold on, I got to unmute you. There you go. Go ahead.
Thanks. I do have to dispute your intro there, Skeptic, because I've never been in retirement. I just haven't had anything new come out of Flat Earth that I haven't already debunked with actual experimentation.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's nice to... It was very kind of hip-hop to say I'm an OG. Yeah, I have been around for about 5, almost 6 years now, but there are people who are more OG than me. But as far as dealing with Flat Earthers in this gathering here, y'all are kind of rookies. Well, newbies. Affectionately said.
So you're right, Sean. I think I still consider myself a newbie, to be honest. I've only been doing this about 18 months, and I wouldn't have half the arguments that I use in my debates if it wasn't for half the things you've done. You are one of the OGs and one of the people that have gone out and done the experiments that people have constantly been going, well, why don't you go and do this experiment? So that's why I expect this to be a complete and utter evisceration.
That's why I got involved in YouTube to begin with, was because everybody's saying, do your own stuff, do your own stuff, do your own research. Well, I went ahead and did research, and I went out and did stuff that they were asking for, and then it was promptly met with denial.
Herzog Wolf says, are you just online right now, or will this stream be on YouTube? I assume this stream will be on YouTube afterwards, but we are going to go ahead and get started. Hip Hop Hippie, since you are the guest tonight, we will let you decide whether you want to go first, or if you would rather Sean defer to Sean to give him an opportunity to provide his evidence.
I'll go first. I'm not scared.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do, Hip Hop Hippie. I'm gonna mute everybody else but you, and I'm gonna give you 10 minutes. Okay. If you finish before your 10 minutes, just let me know, and I will stop the timer there. But if not, you have a full 10 minutes, and I'll let you know when you're about 30 seconds away, okay?
Cool.
All right, you have the floor, sir, and everybody else is going to be muted.
Okay. So, the Black Swan talks about the horizon, debunks your globe. The horizon is not the curve of the earth. I know all you guys think it is, but it's not. And that's the only argument that needs to be had, because if there is curvature, then the earth's a globe, but there is no curvature. So you kind of have a problem. And honestly, that's the only subject I would like to debate, but I'll interact with Sean with his evidence. So do you know about the Black Swan, Sean?
Yeah, hey, Hip Hop.
Of course he does, and he does understand that the Black Swan
Sean's an expert in proving the curve.
proves the
my
globe.
only argument is the horizon. My only argument is the horizon. That's
Or
it.
is wrong evidence
Sean,
for.
here's what I'm going to let you do. You guys just go back and forth and
Don't know why I did the
We'll take a
quotes.
break at about 15
does.
minutes. We'll take a break every 15 to 20 minutes to give you
Or
guys a chance
it
to grab
is.
water or formulate a new response or a piece of evidence, all right?
All right.
All right, so go ahead, Sean.
Several people have already covered Black Swan, actually showing that the original filmmaker for the Black Swan argument has actually gone out on several other days showing different weather conditions to where it matches the globe perfectly, or even totally disproves the whole horizon being farther away than what the Black Swan shows, showing that refraction is a thing based on weather conditions. And the Black Swan images that you're talking about demonstrate an intense amount of refraction just by looking at the oil rigs themselves. That's pretty much the end of the discussion.
Okay, so do you know the premise of the Black Swan?
Yeah.
Yes, the horizon is farther than 1.2 miles away. But the problem is with refraction, it's not just objects that get risen up into view, it's also the ground that they're sitting on. If refraction is high enough, you will see the horizon further away than what you normally would without an atmosphere.
Okay. Do you know the premise to the analogy of the Black Swan?
Yes, it was actually made. Do you know the origin of it? It was actually in the 1800s. It's when somebody says there's no such thing as black swans. They found a black swan in Australia, which says that statement's no longer true.
Yes. Okay. So you say the Black Swan is because of refraction, right? What kind of refraction?
There's pretty much one kind of refraction.
Well, there's 5 types of refraction, but what kind of refraction? You said it's refraction, so what kind of refraction?
Are you talking about mirages or fraction? Are you talking about mirages or refraction?
There's 5 different types of refraction, but it's your argument because you said it's refraction. What type of refraction are we seeing in the Black Swan image?
Well, first, I've never heard of more than one type of refraction. Can you list them off?
Well, you have sinking, looming, mirage. But those are just 3 right there. What kind of refraction is in the Black Swan photo?
That would be, if you want to get into the type of miraging that you're talking about, it's looming.
It's looming, okay. Well, why is the horizon still behind the platforms? What are you saying is looming?
Everything that's actually reflecting light is all being refracted, including the ground behind the physical horizon.
But
water.
When it comes to looming, things are refracting relative to the horizon, not the horizon refracting behind, from in front to behind the platform.
The looming is when everything is risen up because the light is being bent down towards the observer.
So because you're saying the horizon is refracted, that means it's not the curve of the Earth.
No, not the horizon being refracted. The sea behind the horizon is being loomed up and over the horizon.
So,
over the
you're saying there's 2 horizons in the Black Swan image?
No. One.
No. There's
Well, you said it. You said it's looming above the geometric horizon. Where is the geometric horizon in the Black Swan image?
Well, with refraction, you're not going to see the geometric horizon. You're going to see what appears to be a horizon. That's the problem. You're trying to conflate a non-atmosphere environment, which is just purely geometrical, with what is visual, which is caused by refraction. You're not going to see the actual horizon.
Well, I agree with you. We will never see the geometric horizon because there is no curve. The horizon is not the curve. I agree with you. We will never see it.
Easiest thing to prove it is just
It's not there.
sonar.
What do you have to say about that?
Sonar doesn't go
So you're saying there's no
through,
such thing as a horizon at all, then?
like optical
No, I'm saying there's no
mediums.
such
It
thing as
just
a geometric horizon, and you agree with me.
Well, here's the fun bit, because in one of my drone flights, which was done over land, I was actually able to see Chicago from 84 miles away, or at least the skyline of it, a total of 11 buildings. And why that's significant is because from 92 feet, I couldn't see anything of Chicago. I kept on raising altitude. It was actually during a multiple sunset video, which, again, we can get into that later. But as I kept on gaining altitude, I would see an extra sunset. And when I got to 1,100 feet, I could see 2 buildings in Chicago. I kept going up, and I could see more buildings from Chicago. This was over land and just a slight bit of water on the edge of Lake Michigan, which was 54 miles away. By the time I got to 1,639 feet, I was able to see 11 of the skyscrapers in Chicago, but I still couldn't see the actual ground.
So the horizon is the curve.
Over land is a lot easier to notice because you don't have the water causing a huge refraction issue.
But the horizon isn't a curve. Where is it? What's the definition of horizon?
You're missing the point here.
You're saying the horizon is a curve.
No, if there was
You're
no
saying,
horizon,
you're saying the buildings are behind the. You're saying the buildings are behind the horizon. That's what you're
Yes,
saying.
they
And then
were.
you're saying
At
as you go
altitudes, they
higher. So you're saying that the horizon is the curve of the Earth because it's obstructing. It's physically obstructing buildings. But we don't ever see the geometric horizon.
There's a reason why I'm bringing this up, Hip Hop, because between me and Chicago on that flight, the tallest object between us was less than 100 feet high, which means that from 150 feet, I should have seen all of the skyscrapers in Chicago, and I couldn't. There was a physical blockage from the geometry of the Earth.
Yeah, so you're saying that the horizon is the curve of the Earth, right?
Yes.
But how could that be if it's not physical?
Over water, it's a little bit more tricky because refraction's a lot stronger over water. Because
you
there's a
just
huge
said
temperature.
the horizon is the curve of the Earth. So
Yes,
you're saying
and I
that
actually was getting.
so now you're saying that the horizon is changing. When it changes, the curve of the Earth changes. What are you saying? Because we've proven in the Black Swan photo that the horizon does change. It moves. It's not a physical location.
Yeah, again, this is over water where you have. This is over water where you have huge temperature differences, especially in the Black Swan image, which can. I mean, those cranes are straight, so there's definitely a massive amount of refraction going on.
I'm not talking about the cranes. I'm talking about the horizon.
Yeah, that's
the whole
also
argument. The argument is the horizon. It's not has nothing to do with the cranes.
And the water behind the horizon is also dealing with refraction.
Do you know where the horizon is on that photo? Can you show me?
Yeah. Physically or visibly?
Visibly,
like a
no.
line.
Visibly, you can see it, yes.
Well, I can't draw on Craig's screen, but if you're talking about physically, it's 1.2 miles away. Visibly, because of looming, it's a lot farther than that.
Well, why don't you show me where the horizon is, please?
And why don't you get a little
Because
bit of
I don't have
IQ
control of
and
this
just
screen.
shut the fuck
And again,
up?
you're dodging my actual clarifying
So
question.
wait, now are you giving up? Well, let's go fight the flat Earth. Come on, top tier it up. Put a line on that horizon.
Again, Hip Hop Hippie, you're not answering my question. Are you wanting the physical horizon or the visible horizon?
We only have one horizon. Where's the horizon on that photo?
Again, to clarify, are you looking for the physical or the visible horizon?
We have only one.
We only have one horizon.
Over water when you have a huge refraction index? Not true.
Show me both horizons. Show me both horizons in that photo then.
Well, since you can't see the visible or the physical horizon because the refraction is such a big issue, I can only show you where the visible.
How do you know there's two horizons when you can't see it?
That's where his other footage comes in handy because he shows the horizon is in a different place, even though he's in the same location.
So now you're saying the horizon switches places, right?
Based on refractive index over water, absolutely.
Does not.
Well, welcome to flat Earth. That's our argument. Your argument is your argument is the horizon is the curve of the Earth. It's not going to move if it's the curve of the Earth. It's going to stay the same. The radius is not apparent. It's not going to switch. It's not going to differ day to day.
Refractive will make the radius of the Earth appear to be different. That's why you can see further on some days and some days.
So the radius is apparent then.
When you're looking at through a high refractive index, it does change the appearance of the radius.
So is the radius apparent? Because it appears to change.
When you're looking through a high refractive index, it may appear differently. And right here, you're looking through a massive refractive index. That's why everything's all distorted.
So the horizon isn't the curve of the Earth then.
That's why I brought up This is why I brought up an observation done over land where we wouldn't have that massive refractive index.
I don't want to talk about land. Land's got topography. We're talking about this image because this image right here debunks the globe. It destroys the globe. Destroys it.
That's why I brought up the observation over land, because you don't have that refractive index. You can actually see a better view of the geometric horizon.
Photo
on the horizon on that picture, please.
With all the other
visibly, it's behind the second platform.
Together, it basically.
Physically,
how far
it's actually in front of the
far is that?
Not proves,
How
but
far is that?
it gives you hard evidence
I believe it was
for
9.6 miles, or was it 10.6? I don't remember. Oh, 9.41 miles.
Do you know the syllogism to the Black Swan?
Do you know what dodging is? I've asked you specific questions. You won't answer.
I'm asking. What's your question again?
Well, first of all, it was, do you want the visible or the physical horizon? You keep saying, just show me the horizon. I keep wanting you to clarify that.
We only have one horizon. We only have one horizon.
Switch back to that other image there, Craig. This is from the same person, from the same location. Why is that so much different?
So that's the geometric horizon right there?
I would still say there's some refraction there, but not as bad as the day that he took the other video from.
But is that the geometric horizon?
No.
Did you not hear what I just said?
It's a yes or no question, man. Why is it so hard to answer?
Well, because I have answered it.
Because you don't know.
Water. No, you're just not listening. Over water refractive
I'm asking you, is that horizon right there the geometric horizon? You're saying that this proves that there is a geometric horizon. So is this the geometric horizon?
No, he didn't. Demonstrating.
Oh my god!
I am demonstrating with this. Both of these videos were taken by the same guy from the same location on different days. The refractive index was vastly different on both. One shows a horizon behind the second platform on a day that had a lower. Stop.
It shows
on a day
that the horizon.
Stop. On a day with a lower refractive index, look what you see. It's not behind that second platform now, is it?
It shows that the horizon moves. It's not physical.
No,
it's
it is not moving.
It depends on many things. That's what it proves. This is a white swan. Remember? Black swan, white swan? This is what you would call a white swan.
You don't understand the Black Swan argument.
I do understand the Black Swan argument. He doesn't.
No, you don't.
Neither do you. Neither do you, because you're still a globe earther. If you understood this argument, you wouldn't be a globe earther anymore.
Hip-hop.
None of you guys would. Even the people in chat. If you understood this argument, you would not be a globe earther. So stop hanging on to your religious belief. Please.
Explain
pathetic. It's really, really pathetic.
Go ahead,
Explain
Sean.
to me the premise of the black swan argument. Not the Horizon thing in particular. Just the general premise of a black swan argument. What does it mean?
It means people think that there's only white swans, okay? Meaning you think there's only horizons that prove the globe Earth, okay? But then somebody comes along
There's
and shows you that there's black
horizon.
swans. They exist. And you
All
know what?
around
prove
you in a
that the
circle.
horizon is not the curve of the
There's
Earth.
no-
It can't be because it moves. And you even
Not-
said
that's-
that the horizon
I asked
is the curve of the
I
Earth.
asked you
You
the
said
generic
it.
premise
You
of a black
said it
swan
like
argument.
10 minutes ago. You said that the horizon is the curve of the Earth.
How can you be this dumb?
Hold on,
Honestly,
Greg.
it hurts
Nice
my
guy.
brain.
That's all you gotta
Greg,
say, Craig. Is that all you have to say? Is you just gonna
I'm
call
not
dumb?
getting involved in this
Greg,
debate. I'm asking you a
Well,
general question.
Greg,
Are you
stay out of
dumb?
this group.
Wag, please stop.
Are you this dumb?
Now,
Oh my god.
hip hop, ignore Craig for a second because I'm still waiting for you to actually answer the generic premise of a black swan argument. What
thought
does
I
it
just
mean to
ate-
have a black swan? No, you went back to the horizon thing. What is the generic premise of a black swan argument? You said I don't understand what it is. I want to see.
It means that black swans exist.
That's not the premise of a black swan argument.
It mean yes. What is the premise? What is the
Of
premise?
phrase,
Why don't you
the premise of
educate me?
black-
What is the premise?
If you'll shut up, I will. The premise of a black
Shit.
swan argument, because I actually had to look
I
this
rode
up
in the
because
wrong direction.
I didn't hear of a black swan until Nathan brought it up. The black swan argument, again, made in the 1800s. Everybody at the time was saying all swans are white. They found a black swan in Australia. Therefore, the statement that all swans are white was false. That is a black swan argument. So
Okay.
what you're trying to say, if this one picture says that the horizon is further than what we
No,
should see.
you tell me the
therefore-
syllogism. What is the syllogism? I asked you
I
this
just
earlier. What is
told
the
you.
syllogism? No,
I just
the syllogism. What is the syllogism for this photo?
Inventory is full.
Wow.
Yeah, Sean, this is what I mean. He doesn't understand that in the black swan argument, if you see a black swan, it doesn't then disprove the white swan. It just means
No.
you now have to explain both the black and white swans.
Correct.
That's how thick this guy is.
What is the syllogism? Can you repeat the syllogism that goes along with the black swan? Can you repeat it? If you know, if you know what this argument is about, repeat it, please.
The whole if P equals Q thing was actually added by Nathan Thompson and Quantum Erasure, that was actually nothing to do with the original Black Swan argument. They have just applied modus tollens to it. They have actually committed a fallacy known as the modus fallacy. So we can ignore what Nathan and Thompson and that Nathan.
What is the most tollens for the black swan?
It doesn't matter.
Oh God, I've never been down the
It does
drain.
matter.
It's much
Because
simpler
you
than
have a
that.
fixed radius. You have a fixed radius. That's why it matters. And the black swan disproves that radius. And then this is what you guys say.
No, it doesn't.
You
It
say-
just means
that's
that the
when
radius
you
looks
guys
different
say-
through an atmosphere.
No, that's when you say the radius is apparent. And you've said this multiple times. So is MC Toon.
No.
And now Sean Hufford. Yes, he said the radius changes depending on the index.
No. The actual physical radius never changes. Based on where the horizon appears to be because of refraction, you could theoretically calculate a different radius. And we have, as I explained to you many
What's
times,
that
in
refraction
we
based
have
on?
quantified refraction.
Greg,
That refraction is based off the R value. You need the radius for the R value. How do you get the radius how do you get the radius if you never see the geometric horizon?
Do you know how geodesic surveying works?
I'm asking you, dude. You're the one saying it's refraction. Did you know that your refraction is based off of R value?
Yes, and we have quantified the effects of refraction using known surveying methods, and there have been many, many, many occasions where they have measured the actual radius of the Earth using known surveying geodesic surveying methods. Unless you are claiming that every geodesic surveyor on the planet is either lying or not very good at their job, you have nothing to stand on, because the physical radius of Earth has been measured.
So is the horizon the curvature of the Earth, Craig?
It's a stupid question that means nothing.
Why don't you just answer the fucking question? You always bitch about me not
Because
answering
it's an
questions.
irrelevant question.
You can't even answer my. How is it irrelevant? We're talking about the horizon.
Right. The horizon is an effect of the curvature of the Earth. That is my answer.
How is it an effect and also a cause? Because what's causing that effect?
Did you just have
what's
a stroke?
Causing the effect? You must be.
What is the fucking Earth?
So the curve of the Earth is causing the effect of the curve of the Earth. Because remember,
the curve of the Earth is causing the effect of the horizon. No. Listen to my words. Do not misinterpret them. The curvature of the Earth is causing the effect of the horizon.
Yes.
And the effect of the horizon can change depending on atmospheric conditions. No, he said exactly what I said, but I'm trying to break it down in words that you understand. No, he isn't. He has said exactly the same as me. Hip Hop Baby.
He said the horizon is the curve of the Earth. How am I supposed to debate when you guys contradict each other? What? Which argument do you guys have?
The horizon is there because of the curve of the Earth.
Why don't you guys
Sean,
get on
would you
the
agree
same
with
page?
that? The horizon is...
Why don't you guys get on the same
Hip Hop
page?
Baby, stop one sec. Hip Hop Baby, stop. Hip Hop Baby, shut up one sec. Shut up. Hip Hop Baby, shut up.
You guys
Hip Hop Hippie. No, you don't. None of you do. None of you do. Now be quiet 1 second.
What's wrong with you guys?
Hip Hop Hippie, will you shut the fuck up?
Hold on.
This is when you start getting acted like a twat if you don't shut up.
Alright, hold on.
Right, now Sean,
Let's
would you
direct
agree
this
with
back
me
to-
that...
Let's direct this back to Sean and Hip Hop Hippie.
Yeah.
So Sean, you want to step in?
Yeah. Sean, would you agree with me that the horizon is an effect of the curvature of the Earth?
Yes.
Okay.
There we go. We are in agreement, Hip Hop Hippie. There we go.
So now he's backtracking because yes.
In hip hop, I actually brought this up when I talked about that multiple sunset video. Is a demonstration of the curvature of the Earth and the horizon being an effect of it. Because as I gained altitude with every one of those little jumps up, I was able to bring the sun, which just set, back into view every single time. I think on that flight I did 6 sunsets.
What's obstructing those platforms?
That would be the horizon.
So
both visible and
the horizon is the curve. So the horizon is the curve. So the horizon is the curve, the physical curve. So now it's the curve.
Yeah, hip hop.
Do you guys understand? Do you guys even understand what you're talking about? You guys keep flip flopping. Why do you keep flip flopping?
Hip Hop Hippie, listen. I'm going to show a video, and I want you to explain how this is possible without using the same refraction that we are trying to use to explain the black swan. Okay, give me 1 second. Have you seen this video before? Okay, so you can see that there is a physical horizon there that's due to the container, okay? Now, the horizon is blocking a certain portion of that structure behind it. It's a multicolored structure, so you can see the different heights of it. It's a can, okay, sitting on there. Now look, they're increasing the density of the atmosphere on top of... Hold on, let me stop it. When they increase the density of the of the atmosphere just on top of the propane tank, what ends up happening is the light that is normally you're not seeing is being refracted across, so now that you are seeing it. Now what is happening there? Is the physical horizon getting further, or is the apparent horizon getting further? And the physical horizon
There's only one
is
horizon. There's only one
no.
horizon.
No, there's
Yes.
not.
Yes,
No.
there is. Yes, there is.
Which one is it then?
What's the definition of horizon?
Okay, well, when there is no refraction,
Bounding circle.
okay, when there is no refraction, there is one horizon. It's the geometric horizon. The moment that you have
So we can't
refraction
falsify
in-
your model because we'll never have
Of course you can.
no atmosphere. No, it's bullshit. What is the definition of a horizon? What is it?
Bounding circle. That is the definition of horizon.
The definition. No, that's where.
No. From the original Greek, Hip Hop Hippie. From the original Greek, the definition of horizon is bounding circle. That is where the word came from. All right. If we're going to talk about definitions, we'll go back to the epistemology of the word, and that is where it came from.
Go back to the cave dwellers and shit, huh? Yeah.
Okay,
Why
but
don't-
hip hop
let's
hippie,
go a little
hip hop
modern.
hippie, you're
Let's go a
still
little more
not.
modern.
Hold on, But Hip Hop Hippie, you're
He
still
wants an
not-
explanation,
you're
gets
still
an
not showing me
explanation,
how
he
this is
doesn't.
not analogous to what we're seeing
Is
here,
what he
because
wants
you
to
can't
hear.
First off, you
affect
then
actually
he
how
goes,
this is possible. Hold on. We know for a fact that thing is rounded, right? That container, it's a propane container type small,
Propane
circular
accessories.
thing. Okay. So we know that it's curving away on the other side of the line that we see there, right? And we know that light that is underneath that line is being obstructed by the propane tank. And there's also, we know that if we raise the camera up, we can see further down the can. So we know that there's light that's coming from the bottom of the can that's going over the camera, okay? Now, once we increase the density of the atmosphere right on top of the propane tank, that's going to increase the refractive index, and we're now going to be able to see light that was normally going over the camera. This is the same thing that's happening here. It's a rounded surface. We have an object that's beyond that rounded surface that sticks out above it, so we can't see the bottom portion, but we can see the top portion. When refractive index is conducive, we can see the bottom. We can see lower, light that would normally not make it to the camera, light that would normally go over the camera. Now this is I'm just saying that this is possible, that you can't deny it, that the Black Swan doesn't say the Earth is completely flat, it just says there's other things at work here that we need to start explaining.
But see,
you
can't show me a geometric horizon. In this video, there's an actual physical blockage.
Okay, but we can draw out the geometric horizon on paper. We can say, okay,
Yeah,
hold
you
on.
can do that. You can do that on paper. You can do that on paper, but that doesn't make it real.
But no.
It doesn't
make it real.
It doesn't make it real. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. You're drawing on paper.
No.
You're showing curvature on paper, but you're not showing it.
Hip hop.
So can we see? So can we see the geometric horizon? Can we see the geometric horizon?
Yes.
Can we see the geometric?
Listen to what I'm saying for a second. The geometric horizon is something that's calculated. Okay, it's not something that you look at. When you look at the horizon, you're always seeing an apparent horizon. Now, if there's no refraction in the air, then the apparent horizon will also be in the same spot as the geometric horizon.
If you just
But that's
jump
not
down
the
there
case.
at Pink.
No, the horizon is apparent. It's not the
What you
apparent
see.
horizon.
What you
Your,
see.
It's the
armor
horizon
doesn't
is
get
apparent.
screwed
No,
up.
it's
What
not
you
the
see.
apparent horizon. It's not
What
the
you see is
apparent
apparent.
horizon. That's redundant. It's not the
No,
apparent
it's not-
horizon.
it's not
the
redundant.
horizon.
It's
The
not.
horizon is apparent. Yes,
The
it is. Do you
geometric
know what
horizon.
do you know what the definition of redundant means?
Yes, I do, but it's not redundant, okay? Geometric horizon is something that you draw out. Like, okay, for instance.
Yeah,
let
you
me,
draw
let,
it
okay,
out
hold
on
on, hold
paper.
on.
You
Let me,
put it in
hold on.
computer
No, hip hop
programs.
hippie.
That's
Hold
what
on,
you
hip
do,
hop,
yes.
hip hop hippie. Listen. Hear me out for a second, okay? Let's say we have a box of known size, 1 meter by 1 meter by 1 meter, okay? Now we put that box off in the distance, all right? And we look at that box through a pair of binoculars, and what we notice is that the heat wave that's coming up from the ground is causing the box to not look perfectly straight. You understand what I'm saying? It's kind of wavy a little bit due to the heat that's in the air. Why? What is the box physically 1 by 1 by 1 in a cube still, or did it physically change because of the heat in the air between you and the box?
Well, we both know that it didn't physically change.
So,
What we're seeing is
great.
optical.
So if I was to draw that out on paper to explain that observation, and I drew the box out as a 1 meter by 1 meter by 1 meter cube box, and I modeled out how far away I was from the box and where the camera was and the temperature and all that, okay? Would you agree that that's a geometric model of what you're looking at from a distance? Not what you're physically saying. Hold on. Here, walk through this logic with me. Would you agree that that was a geometric model of what took place? You had a person that was at this distance, a camera at this height, a box that was this big. Would you agree that on paper, that's a geometric representation of what we're doing?
Yes. Okay.
Okay,
If you were
so now you
but
understand
let me
what the
explain.
geometric horizon is.
No, I understand exactly what the geometric horizon is. Okay, but
you don't.
It's only exists in your model. It only exists on paper. The box. Who put the box out there? The box is real. That's
So
what
is
you're
the
saying
Earth.
is the geometric. No. Well, the Earth is real, but there is no curve. Where is the curve, dude? The horizon is not the curve.
when you're
Oh,
talking
you want to
about-
see the curve? Sean can show you the curve. He took a picture of it.
Give me 1 second. When you're talking about the globe Earth model, by definition, with the model that you're trying to debunk, has a geometric horizon, and it has an apparent horizon. Anytime you look from the first person who's making the observation, that person is going to be seeing an apparent horizon due to refraction. Okay, if there's zero refraction, then he's going to be looking. The apparent horizon will be the geometric horizon. However, that's our model. That's our model. When we model it out, we have a geometric horizon. That's something that we're trying to address by saying we don't have it.
No, you do have a model, and that's a reification fallacy because it's not reality. It's just a model.
It gives us predictive powers. How is it not reality? We can
Do you know what a model is?
On this. Yeah,
we can give predictive powers, except you can't. You don't actually physically have a geometric horizon.
Okay.
Oh,
well,
okay.
Good. I'm going to kick it over to you, Sean. I'm going to kick it over to you. That's what I was going to say. I'm going to give it to Sean. He's been quiet for a while. Go ahead, Sean.
Okay, Hip Hop Hippie, you said something that Anthony Riley started about the reification fallacy because it's a model. A reification fallacy is when you're taking something and making it into reality. You're making it as that idea is real. We're not saying the model is real. We're saying this model is based on reality. There's a huge difference, and Anthony's got you convinced that that's a reification fallacy. Just pointing that
because
out.
you can't show me a geometric horizon. You're actually deducing it. You're deducing it into a model. You're taking observations and then you're drawing up a model. You're not actually.
But we can.
I'm surprised you're even drawing a geometric horizon because the horizon always changes. It's not the curve. It's not geometric. It's optical.
But here's the thing that
that's what the black swan proved.
That's why I was trying to bring up my Chicago observation, because it removes the whole refraction problem by going up in altitude. Now, as I was trying to say, between me and Chicago, the tallest object was about 97 feet. So once I got above that, I should have seen the tops of the buildings right away. Why on a flat Earth would there be a horizon in front of Chicago between me and that?
Because it depends on, at first it depends on your eyesight. If you have bad eyes, that's going to screw everything up.
It's just from a drone's camera.
It's a fucking camera, you idiot.
Yes, it has a lens, right? It has a lens, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. I'm just putting in my perspective, but I'll go back to the drone. I'm sorry. I kind of spaced out there. But it doesn't matter, dude. It depends on the weather. It depends on the atmospheric conditions. Atmospheric, if it's a sphere, but I would like to call it
that. That has nothing to do with looking at 1,600 foot tall buildings.
What's obstructing the buildings? What's obstructing the buildings? The horizon?
That's what I'm asking you. On a flat Earth,
I'm asking you. What is obstructing?
No, you don't get to ask a question because of a question I asked you. That's not how it works.
They're not being obstructed. They're not being obstructed. They're not being obstructed because the horizon's on.
Then why can't I see them above a certain altitude?
Because of the atmospheric conditions. And the angle that you're looking at something. I mean,
that's what I was waiting for you to say.
There's perspective too. You have perspective where things appear to converge. Okay, that's perspective.
Okay, shut up for a second, because I love the fact you were going to bring up angular resolution here for a second, because
I didn't say angular resolution.
You brought up the word angles, and that's and perspective. So you're talking about angular resolution here. At 1,639 feet, the angular resolution of the camera is the same as it is at 100 feet. It doesn't change. The angular size of the buildings doesn't change because I'm not getting further away from them. So if the Earth was flat, I should see them from 100 feet, from 100 foot altitude with that drone. I can't see them until I get to 1,100 feet. And there's on a flat Earth, there is nothing between the drone and Chicago.
So do you do this 365 days a year?
Footage and I'll put it up for you.
You do this 365 days a year? I mean, like we've been talking about, the horizon moves every day. It depends on the atmospheric conditions.
Oh, wrong video, sorry. That was actually on a live stream for third time's the charm.
How many times have you done this? How many times have you done this?
Well, again, I caught it by...
You go out every day. It changes every day. You do know this,
Hip-hop.
right?
There's something you need to understand about a conversation. When you ask a question, shut up so I can answer.
What you got is a white swan, dude. That's all you got. White swans. Yeah, because the black swan debunks your bullshit. The black swan debunks your bullshit globe, bro. I'm sorry. I know it hurts. It hurts a lot.
Yeah, just a second. I'm gonna.
Hey, Fight, do
That's
you
not
have
how the Black Swan argument works.
Do you have Mr. Sensible's link?
You don't know how the black swan argument works because you're still a glober.
Yeah.
No. That's a good explanation of what's going on. Well, not a good demonstration of what's going on. All right, now look, here's what I want to do. Guys, listen, I want to take a small break and give everybody a chance to kind of recuperate a little bit. What I'm going to do, I'm going to have Fight grab that video and I'm going to read out some of the super chats. Some will be directed to you, Hip Hop Hippie. You can ignore them or answer them if you'd like. But we're only going to do this for about 5 minutes or so. If you need to take a break to grab a drink, go ahead and do it right now, okay? All right,
Sure.
Alright, let me get up here to the top. Andres Elda for 20 secs. Woohoo! Some fuel for the fire. This is heating up, guys. I like that. I like the conversation, but it is starting to get hotter. Raven Zero for $2. I can shoot super chat. My reign of terror has begun. Hell yeah! Oh, Raven Zero finally gets the super chat after he hadn't been able to super chat for a while. Yeah, YouTube got you out of YouTube timeout, I'm sure. So let's see, we have Isaiah's Onopisa for $2. Can I join? I can't join your Discord, help! Yeah, I gave you a Discord link. I forgot to put it in the thing, but if you have any problems joining the Discord, just reach out to me and let me know, and I will make sure that you get in it. Thank you very much. Luis Romero for $5 calls people bottom feeders for not understanding. He's the most irrelevant idiot on his side. Even they laugh at him. I think he's saying flat earthers laugh at you, Hip Hop Hippie, but I've never heard
I
anybody
don't care. I
say
don't give a shit.
I never heard any
Flat earthers laugh at me. I don't care.
Well, alright, so
I
Michael
don't
Ramon for $23.99 PlayStation Network dollars, PLNs, Polish money, I think. Shout out to, oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. My first time watching Sean on a debate. He'll win for sure. Agreed. I love watching Sean, but I've not seen him debate in forever. Irish Demon for $2.99 Aussie. Shout out to Crafty Keela. Awesome channel. Oh, I love Crafty. She's amazing. Yeah, you should definitely go check her channel out. She's almost...
Yeah, she's so close to 1,000 subs.
That's what I was about to say. Her and Irish Demon are almost at 1,000 subs. So if you guys feel like y'all want to help them and be responsible for getting them over 1,000, by all means, go do it. I've watched their stuff. I've watched Irish Demon almost every day now. Great content. Athens619 for $3.33 for the Freemasons to clear the weather for launch. Yeah, let's hope that it is a good launch day. John Rapp for $2 Aussie. For fuck's sake, hip hop broken record. Denial is not an argument. You want to answer that?
You kind of cut out there a bit, team.
Denial is not an argument.
Yeah, denial is not an argument.
Well, just saying, oh, experts say this and we have measurements. Yeah, that's proof for sure.
Okay.
Wait, sorry. Giving actual measurements isn't an. What could be more empirical?
You're not measuring anything. There is no curve. What are you measuring? There's no curve. I don't know what the hell are you measuring.
Saying that, but they've measured it. How do they measure it if it doesn't exist?
Measuring phantom curves and shit. You're the one who says you'll never see it. So what the hell are you talking about? I agree with you. We'll never see it. We'll never see the geometric
question, Hip Hop Hippie.
There is no geometric horizon. It's not a globe.
Shut up and... No, you need to stop talking for a sec. Right. Are you saying that every geodesic surveyor on the planet doesn't know what they're doing?
I'm saying they know that there is no curve. I've never met...
No, they've measured it. Geodesic surveyors measure the curve. That's their job. That's literally what they do.
Hey, Craig. When you're playing a video, do you have the option to zoom in on specific parts of the video?
Yes, I can do. I just put it in a separate color. Bear with me.
Because in the video that I sent you, you're going to want to jump up to about 9 minutes and 5 seconds. You can play the audio while you're doing it.
One sec.
No copyrighted material in it.
Okay, let me continue to read these off, and then we'll get back into everything. Okay. And we can get back in after. I'll do 2 more super chats and I'll stop them there, and then we'll get back into what we're doing. I just didn't want it to pile up. I didn't want it to pile up towards the end like it has been doing. Okay, Andrea Blazev for, wow, I've never seen these. 250 Mortal Kombat dollars. MKD. Were you looking?
Yeah, I got some of them the other day.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat dollars. That's what we're calling
the MKDs. I made the same joke yesterday.
Mortal Kombat dollars for the
Mortal
fatality
Kombat.
paid at Hip Hop
Mortal
Hippie. How does 4
Kombat
months constant
dollars.
Daylight on Antarctica work on a flat Earth model?
It's Macedonian dinar.
Woo! Macedonia, baby. I love that. Mortal Kombat dollars. But yes, shout out to Macedonia. I suggest you watch the video made at the Scott base.
Macedonia.
Yeah, 4 months constant daylight does kind of debunk any flat Earth model.
These guys want to talk about the sun. They can't even prove curvature. I mean, come on now. Give me a break.
They've measured it. I just told you.
Yeah, curvature is.
So what? You tell me a lot of things.
All right, guys. All right. So what we're gonna do is we'll stop it there. I'm gonna turn it over to you, Hip Hop Hippie, and then you and Sean are gonna go back into it, and Fight's gonna give you guys a chance to talk. So you guys ready?
Let's go.
All right, Hip Hop Hippie, on to you, bud.
All right.
So
where on the video, Sean?
9 minutes and 5 seconds.
Okay. Are we gonna? Okay, Hip Hop Hippie. I guess we'll just start with this video since Sean had it queued up. We'll start with this video, and I'll let you respond to it.
Cool.
Alright, that's at 9 minutes 5 seconds. You just want me to play it from there, Sean?
Yep, you can play the audio as well. That way we can get a record of my altitudes that I was at. But just bring it up full screen.
If I could bring the whole disk of the sun back, I'd have to go up several thousand feet.
Sorry, what was that, Sean?
First of all, the video is not on the stream. And second, pause it at that point.
My bad.
So I can
I'll
actually
get you
go
on
over
screen.
something.
Yeah, I'll get you on screen. All right, there you go. Fight's up now.
Ooh. Pan over to the right a bit, Greg.
Okay, one sec.
Chicago is going to be to the right of the sun. Go to about the third of from the right.
Damn, that looks pretty flat.
Well, you don't want to compress the image. I'll tell you that.
Oh, I've got that ready, Sean. I've got that ready as well, so don't worry.
You can compress the image all you want. I don't care.
Now, at this point, I'm about 900 feet or so. Do you see anything on the horizon there?
Nope.
Go ahead and play it. Oh, what'd you do?
Just to show that's what it is, and I'm just showing it where I'm zooming in. So I'm zooming in and then moving it to the right.
Yeah, might be a little further to the right, a little bit, not much. Okay, go ahead and play it.
But yes, it is possible. And I think the sun is almost going the same speed that the drone is actually rising in altitude. Nope, I'm still catching up to it barely.
Oh, what's that? What's that? Stop. Go a little to your left. What's that peeking out over the horizon now? Those would be skyscrapers in Chicago, 84 miles away. They weren't there a minute ago. Funny that.
I don't see anything on the screen. I don't see anything on the screen. I just see a horizon, a flat horizon. That's all I see.
Do you want to put your mouse over
buildings that are there?
Well, I think it's zoomed in or something.
Yeah, the one on the left is actually Willis Tower.
Well, can the audience see?
That's the main video, and that's it zoomed in on the right.
Just looks like a flat horizon to me.
I can show you, like, if I zoom out and show you, right?
Yeah, I think it's zoomed in or something.
Yeah, it was, just to make it very...
normally.
Remember, when I was doing this live, I was looking at a little phone screen for the drone's controller. I didn't see this. Somebody actually pointed it out to me, and I had to go back to the video and verify this. But yeah, that's actually Chicago's skyline starting up here.
And then move over to the right. There we go. Right in the middle.
Keep
some buildings.
Keep letting it play. Keep letting it play.
All right.
Keep
just showing.
And I have to tilt the angle down one more time to get back to the horizon. And we're already almost at max altitude. I might be able to get it one last time. Yep, there it is one more time. And, oop, crap. Just lost it again. Going. I'll probably, nope, I can still catch it one more time. Yay! This will be the last time I'll be able to catch it because I'm only 50 feet from max altitude. And there we go.
Maximum flight altitude reached.
That's one.
So I finally.
So that is Chicago from 84 miles away, but there's nothing taller than 100 feet between me and Chicago. Why can't I see those buildings until I get to nearly maximum altitude on that drone?
Are you when you zoom in, are there like little tiny buildings in there? Because I can't. It's hard for me to see.
Well, those buildings ain't tiny.
I mean,
buildings
is it? Well, I'm saying in the picture right there, they look really tiny.
Team,
Are
can
they
you
looking
make
back?
sure you're sending Hip Hop Hippie a high resolution image?
Maybe I gotta. Let me try to expand my screen. I don't know.
Yeah, let me.
one sec.
I can send you a high resolution image real quick. 1 second. There you go.
Like how
I'm sending
how
that
big
1080p
is the
at my end,
silhouette?
so.
How big are the silhouettes of the building? I can't. It just looks like a horizon, like a flat horizon to me. Oh, I see it. I see it on the. Okay, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So
those weren't visible at lower altitude.
Well,
But
they're
there's
not going to
nothing
be.
physically blocking. On a flat Earth, there's nothing taller than 100 feet between me and Chicago.
Yeah, I know.
Why can't I
It's-
see 1,600 foot tall buildings from 100 foot altitude?
Well, it's the limited viewing angle, okay?
Nope.
And it's
Wrong answer.
perspective. Well,
If the
I know you, I
viewing
know you,
angle-
I know you, I know you think that's the wrong answer because you want it to be a globe, but
No, you're not
that's
listening.
the
You're not
answer
listening
I'm
to me.
giving you.
The angular
That's-
size of those buildings from the drone never changes. The drone
Well,
never changes
how
its
big-
distance from Chicago.
I'm not saying the buildings change size. I'm saying that the angular, the limited viewing angle and perspective is why you can't see those buildings when you're on the ground. That's why you have to
Again.
go higher to see them.
Again, the viewing angle of the camera never changes. The distance
does
never
change.
changes. The perspective argument.
It does
falls apart.
change. You're getting higher. You're getting higher,
viewing
so your
angle-
angle is changing.
The viewing angle doesn't change. It's
How does it not
84
change
miles-
when you're going from one height to another? It's changing. It's changing the angle.
But there's nothing physically blocking them.
Dude,
I
you're
should
in
be
the
able to see-
sky. The higher you go, the farther you're going to see.
But there's
I don't
nothing
understand
taller than 100 feet.
why it's so
between me and
difficult to
Chicago.
understand it.
It is difficult
The
for you to
higher you,
understand it, yeah.
the higher you go, the farther you're going to see. You're changing your angle. It's perspective. Do you not know what perspective is?
Yes, I do. Do you?
I mean, we're going back to perspective. This is amateur hour here, dude. I thought we all knew what perspective was by now.
Yeah,
You don't.
2 times your energy over 2R.
Yes. So if
Never,
the angular
you've never taken a drawing class. You've never drawn in perspective before. You've never had to do like an art assignment.
And my distance to these buildings never changes, which means they will stay the same visible size from the ground to 1,600 feet. They aren't going to change size.
When you're closer to the ground, they're gonna be obstructed. It's gonna look like they're appearing obstructed.
By what?
Well, you guys say it's by the horizon, but it's not. It's just perspective. It's the limited viewing angle. That's all it is. It's not a curve. We've proven that the horizon is not a curve.
Here's the neat thing.
You guys even said that the horizon wasn't the curve.
Hip hop. Listen for a
So,
second. Here's the
what's
neat thing about
obstructing those
me.
buildings? What's obstructing
Do you know-
those buildings?
The horizon.
So the horizon is the curve. So the horizon is the curve? I thought it was the effect of curve.
Hip hop.
I thought it was the
Here's the
effect. I thought it was the effect of curve.
Stop and listen, because you keep saying the angle of how you put that? The angle of what?
You're contradicting yourself.
The viewing angle.
You know that, right?
The viewing angle. You keep bringing up the viewing angle.
No, we're not.
Now, here's where Nathan Oakley has twisted this.
He gets higher, he can see farther. That's exactly what it is. It's a viewing angle.
Welcome to Globe Earth.
Hip-hop. Listen, hip-hop. Here's where Nathan twists that argument to sound cool. When he's talking about the visible
We're
angle...
not talking about Nathan Oakley, dude. We're talking about this picture right here. I'm giving you an explanation.
So we're going to discuss this.
It's not just Nathan Oakley, man. It's
Shut up.
pure perspective. It's perspective.
I noticed you don't want me to answer this. Why is that?
Alright,
You've already answered it. You've already answered it. You say that there's curve. You say that the horizon is the curve.
Hold on. Hey, Hip Hop Hippie, okay, let Sean answer it, and then I'm going to give you a chance to respond to his answer.
You already did answer it, though, team. You already did answer it.
I just want to say something to the chat. One sec. Monkey Cat Pat Pat did suggest that everyone drink when Triple H says something dumb, but I don't suggest that. We don't want to be responsible for deaths, so please don't do
I'm
that.
not saying anything dumb. I'm being straight to the point. This is straight truth. This is straight up truth, dude. You guys are just brainwashed. It's not my fault you guys are brainwashed. I'm trying to wake you up. I'm trying to wake all of you up.
That's fine, but you can't do that without people letting. Yeah, let Sean answer, and then I'll give you a chance to respond to whatever Sean says. Sean, go ahead.
Nathan's argument, which you are parroting, about the whole viewing angle, might work as if you're looking at the flat surface of the ground, but when you have something perpendicular to the ground standing straight up, that argument does not apply, because you're going to see the same angular size regardless of your altitude, as long as you don't go above it. It's going to stay
You're
the
not
same
going to see
angle.
the same angular size. You're not. How big are those buildings right there? How big are those?
The Willis Tower is about 1,600 feet.
Does that look like 1,600 feet in that image? Those buildings are 1,600. No,
you're
lying. You're lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself, man. Come on, wake up. You could do it.
Okay. Somebody
Come
in
on,
the chat
man.
actually.
You're smart enough. You're smart enough to get this, dude. You can get this. Come on.
You can reach your
Somebody in the
rocket
chat actually. I said at the time I didn't know. Now I do, because whole rule number one: ask the question. Never allow somebody to answer it while you continue to try to make more and more points. That's scattergun.
How do you like that flat horizon on the screen right now? Does that hurt?
Really? It's
It's flat. Compress it left to right.
What happened? Right, compress it left to right.
Well,
it's a horizon.
Look at that totally not flat horizon. Amazing.
It's a horizon. It's not physical. We've already proven this. Jesus Christ.
It's not flat though. You just went it's flat, but
it's the horizon. It's the horizon. It's not physical. It's not the physical curve. It changes every day.
You just said
it changes every day. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know it hurts, Craig.
Stop shouting like. Stop shouting. Stop shouting.
Thinking with my brain hurts.
Are you finished? You finished acting like a baby? You finished acting like a baby? Because
you're the one acting like a baby, dude. You're the one. Do you still believe in Santa Claus?
No, this is how 4-year-old girls act when they don't get their own way.
You're the one who believes in. I'm trying to tell you.
Wow.
The globe
Somebody called the Wambulance for Hip Hop Hippie. Somebody called the Wambulance because he can't shut up like a big boy.
It's all in your imagination.
Somebody get him his dummy. Talc his bottom because he can't act like a big boy and have a proper conversation.
You can't show curvature, bro.
Are you gonna? No, he's still doing. I'm showing you the curvature now.
That's the horizon. That's the fucking horizon. You said the horizon isn't the curve.
Hip hop hippie.
But then you say it is the curve. But then you say it's not the curve.
Wow.
But then you say it is the curve. And then you say it's not the curve.
Oh, little boy. Look at the little boy having a fit.
Hold on, here's what I'm gonna do.
You're just trying to get through your contradictions, bro.
Hold on.
How am I supposed to debate when you contradict yourself every other
Here's the look at him
minute?
having a fit like a little baby. Oh,
I'm not being a baby. I'm being an adult. I'm trying to wake you up.
Oh, bless him. He doesn't know how to shut up. Oh, bless his little heart.
Hey,
so cute.
Guys, let's get the conversation back on point. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let you respond to Sean, Hip Hop Hippie. Respond to Sean, and then I'm gonna let Sean respond to you. Okay? Go ahead.
What am I responding to? This image?
Whatever you would like to say to Sean regarding what's on. Okay, Sean, do you have something to say about this image? Would you like anything to offer to this?
The image that you're looking at right now was taken by Res Rhetoric after we compressed my Chicago skyline image the same way, showing that mine curved. He wanted to do his over water because that was the big contention, was mine was over land. So he did it over water, got identical results. We're showing left to right curvature from an image from altitude.
So now, okay, I'm going to show you how fucking whack this photo is. So what would happen if the horizon extended out, okay? If this image was squished, but then there was the horizon going from side to side from each side of the screen, okay?
I certainly
what would
do
happen
need
to that horizon? Would
bettering.
it slope away?
Do you want me to show you?
Because
exactly
there's
what
a curve
would
right there. Would it slope away?
This is what would happen.
Yeah.
Keep watching.
That's what you believe. That's what you believe, Craig.
But here's the
No,
thing:
that was a circle.
that image that was
You
just
have a
shown
religion, buddy.
demonstrates this.
Yes, and I'm asking you, what would happen if that horizon extended out past that picture from side to side, from one side of the screen to the other? It would turn into what would it slope away?
This is what would happen.
You're saying there's a curve in that point of view, but you're saying there's a curve in that point of view, so it's going to slope away, right?
Uh-huh.
Because there is a curve, right?
What aren't you getting?
You're saying?
Are you conflating front, observer to distance curvature or left to right curvature?
No,
Because they are.
I'm talking about that. I'm talking about that image. You say that there's a curve in that image. What would it look like if the horizon, if you add more horizon from left of the screen to the right of the screen to fill in the screen? What would happen to the horizon? Would it curve away?
As you go
back.
back.
Are you saying it's going to turn into a circle? What are you saying? You're saying it's going to look like this?
I'm
How is it gonna look
showing
like
you
that
it
if there's
now.
I'm telling you, how is it going to look like that if the picture's already got a curve in it? You know, because you compressed it
They
to make
compressed
it a
it left to
curve.
right to show.
Yeah, you're saying there's a curve right there.
My mind is blown right now.
I just don't understand what you're saying.
Let me explain what you're saying. All right, Hip Hop Baby, stop for a sec. Let me explain to you what you're seeing in this image. It's not a line that they're changing to become a curved line. It is the same circle that they are just zooming in on. And at this point, it looks completely flat. All right, you cannot see any curve on there. However, it is still part of a circle.
So you're saying if we were to back out, it would turn into a circle?
Yeah, go like as far
Yes.
away as Discover 1. Yeah, it looks like a fucking complete circle there.
All right, well, then why don't you guys do that?
We don't have to. They are.
It's been done plenty of times.
Yeah, the satellite's up there in space already. Why would we need to do that? I don't have the money to put a space. None of us have the money to put an object in space that far away to look down.
So you have a belief that somebody has.
Do you have
So you
any
believe
evidence
it
to
then?
support that is not?
No,
a
do you
real
have any evidence that they did? Can you go to space?
on
You go to
you,
space?
Zion.
How do you know you can go to space?
Do you see that right there?
How do you
have
know?
any
How do you know you can go to
of the-
space?
Hold on, but Hip
Have
Hop
you been to
Hippie,
space?
Hold on, listen. Before you just
Hold on,
deny.
This
Go ahead.
item
That's me, go
seems to
ahead.
be quite bad.
For 14 years, what do you think my job was?
Think?
Just take a guess. I was actually the one controlling the. I was the one controlling the RCS on satellites, which is basically gyros, to aim at specific spots during flyovers to take pictures from
Can you
satellites.
prove this? Can you prove this?
As in, you want the photos that I've actually been able to see?
I want you to prove that you did what you said you did. I'm not just going to believe you.
That was his
Okay,
job.
but that doesn't. That also
You made a
doesn't
claim.
make.
Yeah,
hold
you
on,
made a
but
claim that was your
also-
job.
But Hip Hop Hippie,
You
listen,
made a claim that was your
because-
job.
hold on,
So where's the
because
evidence?
you don't believe him doesn't make what he said not true.
No, it
just
doesn't.
means
It
you
doesn't
don't
make what he
believe him.
said. It do-
Okay,
yeah,
so,
I want him to prove it.
All right, well, he
Claim.
can't. I'm not going to have him prove his military career to you right here on screen because
Well,
then you'll just find a
well,
reason to
I'm
deny
not just gonna
something
believe him.
else about that. So what I'm going to tell you is that we're going to move forward with the premise that what Sean's saying about his military career and what he did in his military career is true. Now, you don't have to believe anything else. You don't have to believe the satellites are real or anything like that. But when Sean says that he did do this in the military, that was his job in the military. I'm not going to let you derail the conversation with a genetic fallacy, okay? So
Well, I want proof. That's all.
I want
So you guys can believe what he
you're not
says.
getting
You
that.
can do that.
You're not getting
Hold
that
on,
tonight.
I'm lying
believe
all
what
the
he
time.
says.
That's why
Sean,
I think
back to
all
you. What
other
is it that you
people are
did in the
also
military
lying
exactly
all
that
the
had to do with
time.
satellites? And you can
We were the ones that were
address
controlling the gimbal or the gyros on the satellites in order for them to aim at targets to take pictures.
Okay. Did you ever see the
fucking
pictures for yourself
narcissistic
on the screen,
idiot.
or
Oh, yeah.
was it just something that you were manually adjusting based on, a computer program telling you we need to adjust the gyros?
The pictures would come in, we would adjust accordingly, and then we would send those off to other people for analysis. But yes, I actually got to see the pictures as they were coming in.
Can you tell me what the function of the gyros are in space?
To orient satellites. Basically to aim, because the cameras on most of the satellites are fixed, so you'd actually have to rotate the entire satellite.
What's the radius of that globe?
3,950 miles approximately.
How do you know that?
It's been measured.
NCTune/R.
How'd you measure it if you never see the geometric horizon?
.net/R.
Using geodesic surveying methods.
What are they measuring around? You don't have a geometric horizon. You never see it. You're just assuming it's there.
Do you know how geodesic surveyors do what they do?
I think I do. Do you?
Yeah, I do. I've been explained it in detail by a PhD geophysicist. So
well, they're obviously not measuring curvature because curvature's not there. Where's the curvature, Brad?
Can you explain what geodesic surveyors are doing then? Well, they measured it using geodesic surveying methods.
They're measuring the land, dude. That's it. Land surveyors.
No.
Why would somebody pay a geodesic server? Hey, Hip Hop Hippie, why would they pay a geodesic server, a professional in that field, the amount of money that they do to do a science that is completely irrelevant?
I don't know.
Well, they just measure the land. They survey the land. That's what they do.
And what do you think? What shape of the earth do you think they
means?
hold on? Do you? But hear me out, Hip Hop Hippie. What shape of the earth do you think geodesic surveyors would tell you it was if you could ask them? The consensus of geodesic surveyors, would they say, yes, it's flat, or do you think they'd come back and go, no, it's a globe 100%? We've measured it.
I don't know. I don't know every geodesic surveyor. So.
That's why I asked you to make it like, take what you understand about what people do.
I'd say there'd be half and half.
I'd
say there'd be half and half.
Oh, you're way off. How come we don't see this type
every
of dissension?
Geodesic surveyor knows the sphere.
Yeah, exactly. How come we don't see this type of
So you know every
dissension inside of
geodesic
that
surveyor,
field?
Craig? Do you know every geodesic surveyor?
If they're a qualified geodesic surveyor, they use something called spherical excess in their calculations. So I can confidently say, if they are a qualified geodesic surveyor, they know it's a globe because it's part of their fucking job.
Yeah.
Now, do you want me to explain to you geodesic surveying methods, or are you just going to keep denying something that's been done for centuries?
Well,
because that's all you've got is denial.
No, you can explain it,
I'm
want the
literally
evidence.
showing
I'm
you.
denied anyway.
Right now.
I'm looking for the evidence. That's all I'm looking for, the evidence. But you have no evidence because there is no curve.
Okay, hold on. I want to ask a question real quick because that's a good point, Hip Hop Hippie. You said I'm looking for the evidence, and here we are showing you an Earth taken from space, and we say here it is, and you go, no, that's not evidence. I'll accept. So what I want you to do is I want you to think hard about this answer and give me an example of a piece of evidence that you would accept and would also prove that the flat Earth is impossible. I just need those two answers. You have to have some kind of falsibility about the flat Earth. You can't believe it because you just want to believe it. If it's falsifiable, then you can prove that you can't falsify it even though it's falsifiable. Okay, so give me an example. Give me an example of one piece of evidence that you would accept and would falsify the flat Earth model.
Falsify the flat Earth model or the globe Earth model?
Well, yeah. So if I was to convince you, like right now, we're trying to convince you that
the problem is the item will probably just be a stat stick.
I'm going to need evidence. Well, we've tried to present you evidence, and you've continued to go, no, not going to accept that, not going to accept that.
Healing.
So now the question that I have for you is, Give me an example of one piece of evidence that you would accept.
Oh, the
and,
flat. Oh, yeah, it will
and
probably
how
give me a better version of
what
this.
What would the evidence be? What would the evidence consist of? And how would it falsify the flat Earth model? Those are the two things I'm asking for to describe one piece of evidence.
Okay. So when I see images like this, and like the one before, okay, it's evidence, okay?
Not a fucking image, it's a video. Or it was a live stream.
Problem is, there is no curvature.
Okay,
all you have
that's
to
not
do
answering the question,
is prove
though.
there's
That's-
curvature.
That's not
That's how
answering
you
the question.
falsify. That's how you falsify
no,
the flat Earth.
because listen,
is you prove that there's curvature. But Hip Hop
Hippie, listen.
Yes, that's
hold
exactly
on,
what you wanted.
Hold
and
on.
I answered.
Hear me out.
You
Hear me
wanted-
out. We can show you a picture. I'm telling you to give me an example
you
of a
can
piece
show
of
me a
evidence that
picture.
you would accept and would falsify your model. Okay? You didn't give me that example. If you say, "Oh, show me a picture of curvature," and we
There
show
it
you a
is.
picture of curvature, you go, "Nuh-uh, I don't accept that."
Okay,
So
whatever
I want to know.
this
Hold
one
on,
gives
I
me,
would
I
like to
can
know-
get the last.
How do you plan on
Like
doing
right
that?
there.
Then
I've been
what
on it-
you're
I don't know.
then you're
You tell me. You tell me. You tell me. You're the one who says that
Okay,
it's there.
okay,
I've
easy,
been on an
easy.
airplane.
How
I've been on
about
an
this?
airplane hundreds of
How about
times.
this?
Okay.
Hip hop
I've been on
hippie,
an
hip-
airplane
yeah,
hundreds
hold
of
on,
times. I have
hold on,
never once
hold on,
seen
hold on,
curvature.
Hold on,
Ever.
hold on, calm down.
Have you
calm
been
down.
on an airplane? Have you been on an airplane?
Listen, calm down, relax.
Hip Hop Hippie,
Take a
stop.
breath. Take a breath. Here's what I'm gonna do. The conversation is between you and Sean. You've just defined your evidence, the evidence that you would accept. So I'm gonna kick it over to Sean to explain what his position is on what evidence you would accept. That's evidence he can see with his own eyes, Sean. Go ahead.
Then there's nothing that you can do to convince him otherwise, because he won't accept anything unless he can see it with his own eyes. So no matter what you show him, he will not accept.
How come
That's
I can't
a
see
problem.
the curve from an airplane?
Have you actually measured it? You know, like I was able to do a compression on a picture.
No.
Have you tried the same with?
Yeah, I've been on an airplane. I've been on an airplane and I've seen the horizon right out the window, straight out the window, cutting off the window half and half. You know, like it would, like if you were looking at the horizon, it takes up half of your vision because of perspective. It rises with me when I get on an airplane. That's impossible. It's impossible.
Are you actually using the argument that the horizon always rises to eye level?
Yes, he does.
Please say you're doing that.
I'm using the argument that the horizon always rises with the observer.
Thank you. Craig, I've actually done this too. And so has other people when they, after I did mine. So let's go ahead and pull this video up. Where's my Warcraft?
Have you been on an airplane, Sean? Have you been on an
Yes,
airplane?
many times. Yes, I have.
Does the horizon not, or can you not see the horizon out the window?
Oh, yes, I can. And I'll actually bring it
Yeah,
up
exactly.
first.
Why can you? Why can you? Why can you see the horizon out the window if the Earth is curving at sea level, and the horizon is the curve?
Getting a link here for Craig because
Yeah, you're gonna show me a white swan. That's what you're gonna show me.
No, I'm showing you exactly what you're saying.
This is what you're gonna show me. You're
Go
gonna show
away.
me the horizon rising with the
sake.
drone, and
No,
your
I'm
camera is
actually
probably gonna be
using-
slightly tilted so the horizon is not in the center of frame. But the
This is
horizon
the nice
still
thing
does rise with the observer.
Hippie, let me speak for a second. Because what I just gave to Craig is from an airplane using a theodolite app showing exactly where eye level is in the frame of the
Yeah,
picture.
I know you're going to show me a white swan
No,
I could show you time lapse videos. Why can you see the horizon at 37,000 feet? Why can you see the horizon at 37,000 feet?
Because we don't live on a tennis ball.
You say the horizon obstructs ships at sea level. But you say the horizon obstructs ships at sea level. We shouldn't be seeing the horizon at 37,000 feet. It's supposed to be at sea level because it's the curve of the Earth.
Craig, can you pull that video up, please? It's in Hangouts. Are you there?
Come on, Sean. You can do this, man.
I thought I had that.
Come on.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I had them on camera. Yeah, I just fixed it.
Yeah. What did you do? Okay. You don't got to show the whole video. Just show the picture because it's just, sliding across frames. This was a picture taken from good Lord, was it 34 or 30? Yeah, about 34,000 feet. Using a theodolite app showing where the eye level of the camera actually is. Why is the horizon 3.5 degrees below that?
Because it's the horizon.
But it's not at eye level.
I didn't say eye level.
You said the horizon rises with the observer. It does not. This picture is.
You're seeing it at 37,000 feet. Are you not seeing the horizon at 37,000 feet?
And I know what video you got that from, but
no, it's the horizon. You just said it's at 34,000 feet. Is that not the horizon? That's the horizon, right?
It's not at eye level.
Is that the horizon? I didn't say eye level. I didn't say eye level.
You said it rises. You said it rises with the observer, and I've got video taking the drone.
You're seeing the horizon at 34,000 feet. Why is that?
My drone footage. So this is why I'm definitely saying you're a Poe, because you ask a question and you will not let somebody answer because you are afraid of the answer.
I'm letting you answer right now. You just come at me with an ad hominem attack. Go ahead.
Here's why. Because
ad hominem attack.
You interrupt and try to divert.
You fucking
no. You divert. You divert. You won't. You don't see what I'm getting at.
I'm trying to answer your question, and you interrupt, so I cannot answer your question, and that's me diverting. No, Hip Hop, you're a Poe. You know the answer just destroys you. You will not allow that answer to be said.
No, you're trying to strawman me by saying that the horizon doesn't rise to the eye level, but I didn't say eye level. I said with the observer.
You said it rises with the observer, and I was going to show you drone. Shut up.
Is that not the horizon at 34,000 feet?
Let him answer.
Hip-hop.
Let him answer. Go ahead,
shut
Sean.
the fuck up. You are a complete rude piece of shit.
You're not answering my question.
You won't let me. How about
it's a yes or no answer?
Hold on. Let him answer. Let him answer, Hip Hop Hippie. Go ahead, Sean.
This is why I did a drone shot of a video, not just images, where I show the horizon constantly falling as the drone goes up. It does not rise with the observer. Provably false statement from you.
But then what is this? Is that not the horizon at 34,000 feet?
And it has fallen below the observer.
It's fallen below eye level, not the observer, because it's at 34,000 feet. You're looking at it. It's 34,000 feet. Is that not the horizon? Is that the horizon?
You said it was half and half in the window, which means it rises to
is that not the horizon?
He doesn't even know what eye level means.
That's what I said. But I said the horizon.
Well, he probably
that's
does.
That's what I said when I look out
of
an airplane window. I see that. Okay, that's what I've seen every time I've been on an airplane. What you're saying?
What's really neat about that airplane window? What happens if you sit up a couple more inches? It's no longer in the halfway point of that window, is it?
It's going to move with you. It's going to move with you. If you stood up, the horizons. If there was another window above you, if you stood up and looked through that window, you'd see the horizon through that window.
But the horizon never goes to your eye level. The higher you go, the farther below eye level it goes.
I never said eye level. That's a straw man. I never said eye level.
If the Earth was flat, it would always be at eye level.
No, it would rise with the observer because it's not a physical curve. The horizon's not the curve.
So you're saying
what you're doing?
Just a second, just to clarify this, you just said that if the Earth was flat, it would rise with the observer. I have proven that this is not the case.
Just a worthless old.
You're proving
cat.
it right now.
Oh,
we're showing a video. We're showing a screenshot of a plane at 34,000 feet.
Hey.
Is that not the horizon?
And it is below the observer.
You shouldn't be able to see it.
It's not below the observer. It's with the observer. It's at 34,000 feet. He's looking out the window. Are you blind?
Yeah. And the
this is your evidence, man. This is your evidence. Come on now.
Is where that crosshair is. Why is it not up with the observer?
You're looking at it out of an airplane window. It's right out the window. What are you talking about? It's at 34,000 feet. Come on now.
Why isn't the horizon at 34,000 feet? It should be eye level.
You're in an airplane. Is that not the horizon? Is that the horizon? Yes or no?
Yeah, 3.5 degrees below the eye level of the observer. It doesn't rise.
Yeah, it is the horizon. It is the horizon. That's what I thought. You lose.
Pigeon chest.
Lose, bud. You
Right,
lose.
Hippo Pippi.
It's okay.
Hippo Pippi.
It's okay.
Oh no!
The
wait.
globe
Can
is
I just
dead.
can I clarify
No.
something that you're saying? Hippo Pippi, can I stop talking for a sec? Can I clarify something you're saying? Are you saying that you should not be able to see the horizon at all at 34,000 feet?
Yes.
No.
Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying no, because the Earth is flat. You're seeing it right now.
Oh, no,
34,000 feet.
You know what I'm talking about. If the Earth is a sphere, are you saying that we should not see the horizon at 34,000 feet? Is that what you're saying?
No, because you're saying that the horizon is where the curve starts, down at sea level. It's not going to rise with you. That's the curve, remember? That's your curve?
It's a yes or a no question. It's a yes or a no question. Are you saying that on the globe, you should not be able to see the horizon at all at 34,000 feet?
Nope.
Is that your claim here? Well, that's
Well,
stupid because what you have to do is look down.
Your claim is the horizon is the curve of the Earth at sea level.
Here's the best
That's
part
your
about this,
claim.
Greg.
Is that not your claim?
Not just at
Video he got that from,
not just at
the
sea
video-
level. Why are you adding the
Where's
words
it
at
at?
sea level there?
Because that's what you say obstructs ships at sea.
That
It starts
video he
curving
got, that-
away. It starts curving away
It's
at
like
what,
4
2
years.
miles?
All you've done is increased your angle to the horizon. You haven't. There's no reason you shouldn't be able to. I don't understand your stupidity here. You're saying
don't
we shouldn't
understand-
be able
no,
to see the
it's not
horizon at all.
stupidity.
When
It's
all you
not
have to do is look
stupidity.
down
It's
to
just you
see
don't
the
understand.
horizon.
It's incredulity. That's
no,
what it is.
No, it's clear that you don't
incredulity.
understand.
Yeah.
It's clear
No,
that you don't
you
understand
haven't.
because there's no
It's
reason
okay,
on a
Craig.
sphere
It's
at
okay.
34,000.
I know you believe. I
Hip Hop
know
Hippie.
you believe
No.
on a spirit,
No,
Craig.
Hip Hop
I
Hippie,
know.
stop. Just
I
stop
know,
talking.
dude.
No. This is why I talk down to you like a little child, because you don't know how conversations work. On our
I do know
model,
how
there is no
conversations
reason why we should... No, you just interrupted me, so you clearly don't. So be quiet for a second and listen. All right? Stop straw manning.
Listen, let Fight finish, and then I'll let you respond to whatever Fight says. Okay, go ahead, Fight.
You are straw manning the heliocentric model. There is nothing in the heliocentric model that says at 34,000 feet you should not be able to see the horizon. In our model, that is perfectly able to be a thing. All it is doing is increasing the angle to the horizon. I don't understand how you are this fucking stupid, honestly. You don't get to define what our model is. You don't get to define it. I am telling you straight up right now, in our model, that's not a problem. No issue at all, alright? That's cool on the globe. That happens. No, you think it's a problem, but you are wrong.
You think it's not a problem, Craig. That's what you think.
I'm telling you it's not a problem in our model.
Dude.
I'm telling you it's not. I'm telling you it's not a problem in our model. You don't get to redefine the model.
Okay, hold on. Fight. You just said something. I'm gonna let Hip Hop Hippie respond, and I'm gonna kick it back to you, Fight. Okay? Hip Hop Hippie, go ahead.
There is no curve. I'm sorry, guys. I know it hurts, but it's okay.
That's not
We're
really
here with open
explaining
arms,
what he
man.
said, though.
We're here with
That's not
open
really
arms.
No, respond to my point.
Respond
Respond to my point.
Respond to his point.
The horizon, you're saying that the horizon is curving at sea level, okay? That's what you say is blocking ships at sea because it's starting to curve. The horizon's not going to rise from that position because it's the curve of the Earth. But see, in this video, you're saying that's the curve of the Earth, way over there in the fucking out of the airplane.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to rise with the observer. It's not going to do that. It's going to stay at sea level because it's a physical curve. It doesn't just grow when you want it to.
No one's saying it's growing, but
yes,
as you can see in this video,
exactly what it is.
Did I not just let you talk about interrupting me? Did I just not let you talk about interrupting me?
Hold on, Fight. Hip Hop Hippie, let Craig answer. He did sit there and let you talk the whole time. So go ahead, Fight. It's on you, and it'll go back to you after that, Hip Hop Hippie.
In the image that's on screen right now, in the video that Sean gave me, all right, you have to look down to see the horizon because it is below eye level. You have to look down to see it, all right? That is what we would absolutely expect on a sphere. You need to stop trying to tell us what our model is because I am outright telling you right now, this is no problem in our model. Whether you think it is a problem or not, you are wrong. Our model says that this is absolutely fine. And just as a quick demonstration, I have up. Oh, I thought I had up Google Earth.
You're not looking down at
my
the
demonstration another time when I get it
You're
up.
not looking down at the horizon.
Is it below eye level or not? Is it below eye level or not?
It's below the camera's eye level, but not
Yeah, which
not
is
you.
eye level. All right.
Not you, bud. Not
That
you.
is what
You're on that
that's
plane.
literally your point.
That
That's
is eye
literally
level.
your point.
That is eye level.
The camera is not the
That
eye.
is eye level.
That's in a fixed
Oh
position.
my
How do I know
God.
if the camera's not slightly tilted? Slightly tilted. That would
Look
cause
at the. Look at the. Let me respond.
Yes.
Sean, we'll go to you
Right,
afterwards.
Sean-
Go ahead. Go ahead, fight.
Bring that image back
So
up.
I was going to say that Sean, I can say that Sean can explain the
Okay,
fact
go ahead,
that
Sean.
on
Look
this
on the
image that we are showing you.
Yeah, go
Look
ahead,
on the right
Sean.
side of the screen. What is the elevation angle of the camera? It is looking down by 1/10 of a degree, and the horizon is still below that. You have to look further down
What? It's
to
the
look.
camera. It's the camera. You can
camera-
manipulate this shit, dude. I can show you footage of the horizon. I can show you
It's
footage.
showing
of the
you the
horizon
elevation
of-
angle there.
I can show you the footage on a time lapse of a plane flight where the horizon does not drop below
All right,
eye level
so-
once it reaches altitude.
Yeah, but Hip Hop Hippie, listen. In this picture, that little crosshair right there should represent your eyes.
Yes, it's a white
looking
swan.
90. Hold on. Looking 90 degrees out of the window to the pool of gravity, to directly down. I call it the pool of gravity. You'll call it directly down towards the earth. I'm saying your eyes. That's what that crosshair represents.
I'm not
center
talking about
of
my
your
eyes.
eyes.
This is
No,
a
hold
straw
on.
man
Listen,
argument.
no, it's not. No, it's not. Because
No,
whether
it's
it's
not.
your eyes looking forward
You're
or
seeing
the
the-
camera.
you're seeing the horizon,
Hold on.
yes.
Hear me out.
You're
hear me
seeing
out.
the horizon at
Hold
34,000
on.
feet.
I'll let you
guys are
respond. I'll let
crazy.
you respond, but hear me out. If you're looking with your eyes or you're looking with a camera, neither matters. They're both at eye level. That's what that describes, okay? So it doesn't matter that we're seeing it with the camera. As you go up in elevation, the horizon drops below eye level and continues
It
to
doesn't.
drop.
It's rising. Is that
It's
not the horizon?
literally
at
doing it.
34,000
It's
feet?
literally doing it as you're looking at it on the
So
camera.
this
That's
plane
exactly
is
what
on.
happened.
So this plane is on the ground. That,
Go ahead, Sean,
Where's
go
that
ahead.
horizon? That horizon's at 34,000 feet. Stop trying to deny it.
Go ahead, Sean.
Nothing left
You're
to be said
seeing
about
it
it.
at 34,000 feet.
No, the
Sorry.
plane is at 34,000 feet. The horizon has dropped in
Okay,
You're
Greg,
seeing
there's
it
another
out the
video.
window at 34,000 feet.
Right,
There's
the
another
horizon
video
is
for you. You can
below
play that
Below
up
you.
next time.
It's below eye level. That's what we're
forgot.
trying to tell you. Yes, we agree with you. The plane is
I
at
was here
34,000
for
feet. The
another
camera
well to
is
do other
directly
stuff.
90 degrees, okay, as it shows over there in the elevation angle. It's 0.1 degree below center frame, below eye level, okay?
I'm not
The
talking about
horizon-
eye level.
The horizon
I'm not
has
talking about
dropped.
eye level. I'm saying
The
it's
ri- the
rising.
horizon.
It rose. You're in a plane. You're in an airplane. You're
that's
seeing
not
it
what
out
we're
the
You have to
supposed
window.
look
to
down
do.
to see it.
It rose up with you.
That,
It rose
yes,
up
that's
with
what
you.
we're trying to say, Hip Hop
Right.
Hippie. That is evidence to
That's
support
my
that
argument.
the Earth is a
That is
globe.
my argument.
Right.
You're agreeing with me.
Right, hip hop hippie. Right, can I run a theoretical past you a sec? Right. So if I'm in a helicopter and I have gone up above some buildings in my helicopter, and I can still see the buildings in my field of view, does that mean the buildings have risen with me?
Yes.
You wouldn't see that because if it depends on where the buildings are at. I don't know where are the buildings? Are they right beneath you?
They're beneath
Like,
you.
like how far away? How far away?
But I can
Like,
still see
a
them.
Mile, 10 miles. What? How far
It
away are
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The point is that the
Obviously,
buildings are
the
physically on the
buildings are
ground,
not
right? Now, no.
Yes.
So if the buildings aren't physically rising with us, does the horizon physically rise with us? Or
Yes,
are we
'cause
just
you're
able to
looking
see
at
it in our
right
field
there.
of view
You're
because we
looking
look
at it
slightly down?
outside of the window.
Yeah.
You're looking at it outside of an airplane window.
Yeah.
Of course, everyone's with you.
And
That's
you
where
have
it's
to
at.
look
Right
down,
there.
and you have to
can
look,
see it.
and you have to look
You're not
down
looking
to
down.
see it.
You're not
You have to look
looking
down.
The camera's just
You have to
tilted
look
up.
down to see it.
No, the camera's just
No, it's
tilted
not.
up.
No,
Listen to
the
what
camera's
he's
not
saying,
tilted up.
Hip
It's showing
Hop.
you there.
Hold on, listen to what he's saying.
Show me
You
the
have to
show me
look
the shot
down.
from the ground.
You would have to look
Show me a
down.
time lapse of this. Show me a time lapse of this.
Do you have the
see
time
it.
lapse, Sean? Do you happen to have the
Craig,
any kind
that
of
video I just sent you, you can play that as fast speed. Go ahead, run that one. This is drone footage that I took for you. Well, not for you. I did it for Orphan Red because she was doing the whole Horizon.
It's tilted. The camera's tilted.
Camera.
That's the nice thing about gimbals.
The camera's not level. It's pointed in the sky. There's more sky than there is land. You have to level it. You have to have the horizon in the middle of the frame.
That's why I overlay an arrow over the screen, because I never touch the gimbal on the camera.
What you just showed shows more sky than the ground.
Well, wait for him to play it.
It's because the camera's tilted in the sky.
Gimbal Pippi, chill for a second.
Are you playing it like?
Is there anywhere in particular you want me to go on the video?
I'm not sure where it starts. Yeah, that's me just going over Orphan Red's comment about the horizon always rising to eye level. So I made this video for her. Notice that arrow?
Yeah. Where?
The arrow never moves. Yep.
Your camera's tilted. Your camera's tilted.
The camera's
yes,
on a gimbal.
The camera's pointed above the sun.
Hold on, Hip Hop Pippi. Hold on. Hear me out. Hip Hop Pippi, hold on. Let him get through the observation, and then I'm gonna turn it over to you to explain.
It's a fabricated observation.
Listen,
it's not a real observation.
Hip Hop Pippi.
Well, you shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Hip Hop Pippi.
I'm trying to debunk this shit before it even started. Stop wasting everyone's time.
Hold on. Let him explain the observation, and then you tell him what he got wrong, okay? You can't just butt in and say what he got wrong. Okay, so
he knows exactly what he got wrong. He's not stupid.
Sean. Listen, Sean's going to explain this, and I'm going to kick it back to you, okay? Go ahead, Sean.
Okay, the camera's on a gimbal. You can control the gimbal manually, but I'm leaving the gimbal alone for this video. When you move the drone, the camera angles around a bit, but once you level back out, it goes back to a level position. Every time I put this drone into a hover after I raise some altitude, it goes back to its level position, and as the video progresses further and further, you'll see that the horizon goes further and further below the white line.
The camera is pointed in the sky. Don't you see
It
that?
doesn't
It's above
matter.
the
It's on the
frame.
gimbal.
That's where the center of frame is. The horizon needs to be in the center of the frame. God damn.
No,
Do you know what gimbal is?
That's the...
The camera's pointed in the sky. It's pointed above the sun.
Do you know what a gimbal is?
Yes,
I
know exactly what a gimbal is. Stop patronizing
Explain
me,
what a
dude.
gimbal. Explain what a gimbal is, then, because I don't think you do.
It's kind of like a gyro. When things move around it, it allows it to stay where it needs to be, where it's foundation. Wherever you put it, and then you set the gimbal, it's going to stay in that same position.
And that's exactly what I did here. And the horizon fell below it.
The camera's pointed in the sky, though. You have to make the horizon in center of frame when you first start out. The
because
horizon
then
needs to
your
be the center
fucking
of
camera
frame.
would look down, you
It can't be
idiot.
pointed up at the sky, because then of course the horizon's going to dip, because the camera's pointed. It's not pointed at the horizon.
Well, it's a nice thing that this has been repeated by somebody else.
Yes, because it's not supposed to.
Because he did it over water, doing the same technique, and guess what he found? That the horizon drops below eye level the higher you go. So let me find that video for you. Well, he used a little bit more care. He actually got the horizon center of frame for you, just for you. Even though he has no idea who the hell you are. So let me find it. There's a problem with going through somebody else's videos. But I'm sure he wouldn't mind me, using this video, because his observation was better because, one, he had a better drone, and two, he actually took the time to center the horizon in frame. So I just got to find it. Unless you have it queued up, Greg, somewhere. You know whose video I'm talking about, right?
I'm allergic. Allergies are not a nice thing.
There it is.
Is it Red's video you're talking about?
Yep, I got the link now. I was about to send it to you.
Alright, cool.
Why did I say that?
So he did the same observation, but over water. So, Craig, you got the link now?
Yep, I'm just getting that in.
Yeah, the tortolin thingy is up here, right?
Like and subscribe.
So there you go. Horizon center of frame for you. That way you don't have that little bullshit argument.
Oh, fisheye. Nice fisheye.
That's the GoPro. That's not the drone footage. Here's the drone footage. So nice attempt at being stupid.
No, the
He's actually got his
camera's
pointed more
pointed
towards
down. The camera's pointed
No, it's
down.
not.
The horizon was not center of frame. You could tell. Look at it. The horizon's not center of frame.
Your objection to mine was that the camera was pointed up. So with this camera pointed down,
This also camera's pointed down.
Then if what you're saying is true, then the horizon should go the opposite way as he rises. But it doesn't.
I don't know.
Because you don't know what you're talking about.
All I know is the horizon's not center of frame, and it's pretty obvious from the footage right now. Anybody with eyes can see that.
But your objection to my footage was the camera is pointed to the sky. It doesn't point closer to the
Started
ground.
out. It wasn't. It doesn't matter. The camera's not pointing at the horizon.
But hip hop hippie, what they're saying in this situation is saying like this: if you say the first part was wrong because it's pointed up, and therefore pointing it up is always going to make the horizon drop. Well, then in the next one, when you go, oh man, it's pointed down. Well, as he goes up, it shouldn't make a difference. It should have an opposite effect. Or it should work to your favor. If pointing it up works against you, pointing it down works for you. In both videos, as the drone gets up, it rises in elevation, there's a clear drop in the horizon from the original.
Yeah, in both videos, the camera is not pointed. It's not level with the horizon. The horizon is not center of frame. Both
it wouldn't matter.
Yes, it would.
It wouldn't matter.
Yes, it would.
Okay.
That's the whole argument is eye level with the eye of the camera.
That's what the arrow is for, because it's showing where the horizon's at low altitude and where it's at compared to a high altitude.
It doesn't matter.
That's the whole
if you tilt
argument.
the camera, you have to point the eye of the lens towards the horizon. It has to be center of frame.
I don't think you understand how cameras work.
I still know the drone video.
Or perspective.
You guys are fucking confusing this.
I know it's hard to understand when you have an IQ as low as yours, but if you focus, you might just get some of it.
That's all you got. Ad-homs, bro. It's okay, Craig.
Oh,
it's okay. I know. Share
I don't
the
think
pain.
you know what not. I don't think you know
Basically
what
the same item.
Share the
Yeah.
pain. You attack
Just
me instead
the
of the
other way
argument.
around.
I know exactly what
One
it
gives me haste, and it has intelligent. The other one
Reminded me
has.
about 10 minutes ago. Hip hop, you said that you won't accept
no,
any
the other
evidence
one
unless
is
you can see it with your own eyes. Why do
Primary
you accept the
stat.
black
Yeah,
swan?
so
You haven't
that
seen it
would
with your own
also
eyes.
work for
You saw it through a picture in the video.
It's debunking
so
the curve.
you're
You have
special
no
pleading.
curve.
Yeah, so
you're special
you'll
pleading.
accept. You'll accept
You have no
evidence.
curve.
Hold
I
on.
can-
Hold on.
I know
Sean's
it's not.
point.
I know
No,
it's
no.
not
Sean
curved.
has a
I've been to
great
the
point
freaking
here.
ocean.
No,
Have you guys
hold on.
never been
Sean
to the
has a.
ocean?
Hold on. Hey, hip hop hippie, listen. Sean has a great
You're
point.
talking
here.
to three Navy
you're
guys.
You're having double you're no, because he's not Navy.
You just
You're
Sorry.
not. Listen,
Two
you're not.
Navy guys.
You're expressing double standards here. Okay. You said I accept the black swan photos because they debunk the curve. You weren't there to take those photos, yet you accept them. Sean's showing you evidence. We've shown you evidence from Discover One where we showed the whole Earth on a live stream. I believe that was a live feed, right? At some point. If it wasn't, it was a video that was taken from Discover One. Echo Star 11, I'm sorry, was the live feed, okay? We could give you that and you say, no, I'm not accepting that because I wasn't there to take it. Someone else took it and you're asking me to accept it. That is a double standards right there. Why do you accept why do you accept Black Swan but you don't accept anything we presented so far?
I think it's funny because you can't falsify that. You can't. None of us can go to space to falsify if space is real or not. Me, you, Craig,
have you falsified
Sean,
the Black Swan?
None of us
have you personally falsified the Black Swan?
Not personally.
Then what the fuck are you even bringing that up?
It proves that the horizon
what
moves.
Are you bringing
That's
up
the whole
personal
point.
falsification. Hold on.
Because it proves the horizon
Why
moves.
are you bringing up?
I know.
Go ahead, Sean. Go ahead, Sean.
It proves the horizon moves.
You
I know it
outright
moves.
stated you will not accept evidence unless you can see
I
with your
know
own
it
eyes. You
moves.
have not
I know
seen
it
the black
moves
swan
because
platforms
I can
with
see
your
it
own
out of
eyes.
an airplane. You
Hold
both
on,
know it
hip-hop
moves.
hippie.
All of us
Hold
know
on.
it moves. All of
let
you know
Sean
it's
talk.
flat and stationary.
Okay,
It's not my
let Sean
fault.
talk.
You guys
No
tried to-
hip hop. No hip hop. This is why I'm calling you a Poe, because you've outright stated
You're a
you will
Poe.
not accept evidence. No. You will not accept evidence unless you see it with your own eyes.
think
You
might
have
be.
absolutely stated that 100% as a fact, and yet you accept all flat Earth evidence, without any kind of justification. You haven't seen any with your own eyes. You haven't checked on it. You just parrot. You're a Poe.
Like you, man. I used to be like you. I used to think that the globe was real. I never had a problem with it until flat Earth. Until I realized, damn, I've been fucking brainwashed my whole life. And when you get there, then I mean, hopefully you don't end up in the fetal position, man. Seriously, I hope you don't. I hope you guys don't blow your
All
heads
there
off.
is you don't
I really
understand
do.
physics. That's all there is. No, all there is you
I
don't
really
understand
hope-
physics. We can
really hope
show
you guys
you so
don't
much
lose
evidence.
the-
And I want to comment on what you said about me, you, Sean, team can't go to space. Well, you definitely can't go to space because you don't have the scholastic ability to be able to go to space.
Then go to space.
Me
Build a
personally,
rocket, science boy. Build a rocket.
I'm still talking, right? Me personally, I can't go to space because I'm quite disabled and unable to do that. However, there are many people that are going to be going to space. You need to learn about the Artemis project and about Elon Musk's ambitions to have 1 million people on Mars by 2050. If you applied yourself and actually studied and learned physics and stuff, you may even be able to be part of that project. But you would never be able to go to space because you don't have the intelligence to be able to be part of anything like that.
Says
But
you.
what you can do,
Like you.
what
even-
you can do
I think you're
is
dumb as hell, dude. I think
No,
you have
no,
zero intelligence, man.
no.
That's why I come on here to make fun of you.
What-
I freaking
what
own you all the
what
time.
you can do,
all the time.
You've never owned anyone. You lose worse than any
No
flat earthers
way.
ever. What you can do is something like buy a weather balloon and send it to space,
Yes,
and that's been
thank
done
you.
many times.
Right.
You know what happens when you send a weather balloon to space with a camera that doesn't have fisheye? Do you know what it shows?
Nobody has ever sent a weather balloon to space, dude. You're fucking
Do me a favor,
smoking
Craig.
crap.
Show that picture real quick. I got a serious question for hip hop here. Serious question for you,
The
hip hop.
picture you just sent me.
Yep.
Yeah, one sec.
So now it's the curve. So
No,
the
no,
horizon's the
that's-
curve now.
Shut up. This isn't the picture I sent him.
I'm just getting it up. Hold on.
Okay. Tell me honestly there, hip hop. Is that iPad at eye level?
What?
This is fucking stupid.
No, this goes back
Ask
to
the
your little
question.
window argument. Is the iPad eye level?
This is stupid.
Just answer the question.
Your argument is stupid. I'm going to explain
You
to
guys
you
are
why.
resorting for this. You guys are resorting to this.
Hey, hold on.
How
just
about you answer the question?
We're trying to walk
the
you.
question.
Listen, he's trying to walk
Really?
you through a logical process. Just go with it, and then I'll turn it
Logical
over to you. And you can
process.
tell us.
What are you talking about? I'm
Listen.
Answer the
totally
question and I'll
on
walk you
point
through it
right
like a
now. I
man.
know exactly what I'm
God.
talking about.
All right, go ahead, Sean.
Is
We're
the
gonna see.
iPad eye level?
This is stupid. I'm not going to answer this.
Answer the question.
Just because you know it.
No,
You know
I'm not
where
going to
I'm going
answer
with
it.
it.
It's stupid. It's so stupid. No, I
Yeah.
don't know where you're going. It's
Let me
stupid. It's
walk you through it
irrelevant.
since you are an idiot.
What does this have to do? You're showing me a freaking iPad, dude. Come on now.
And I'm asking you a specific question
Pathetic.
because you know it ruins your point. Is the
Pathetic.
iPad at eye level?
Pathetic.
You know it's not, don't you? But it is center of frame. Why isn't it eye level? Because center of frame doesn't mean eye level, you dumbass.
Right now, can I show you? Can I get you to watch a little video, Hip Hop Hippie?
Oh, so now now the horizon's the curve? Is that the curve now? Okay.
Do you want to watch? I mean, I know you don't understand what the horizon is and
No,
how
so
arcs of a
the
circle work
horizon-
and stuff, but let me play something for you.
So what? The horizon,
do you think I can get your?
the horizon can only be
Oh
seen
my
from
God! Will you
how
shut
high
up
is
and
it?
listen?
Hip Hop Hippie,
How high
let him
is
finish.
that?
Let him
How high
finish
is that?
first. Let him
How high
finish
is that?
first.
Look, when
Hip-hop hippie, let
when
him
you
fucking
constantly
finish,
interrupt
bro.
before
Come
the
on.
argument gets out, right? When you constantly interrupt before the argument
Go
gets
ahead.
out, it shows how much of a pro you actually are.
No, it
Exactly.
just shows how in denial you are.
How much
You
of a
are
pro you
so
are.
in
How much of a
denial.
pro
You
you
are
are.
so
Now shut the fuck
brainwashed,
up.
dude.
Shut up.
So brainwashed.
Shut up.
Damn.
Shut up.
God,
And
this
watch.
suck.
Okay? Right. You need to explain what this is saying. Alright? How can you see the curve in this footage? Please explain it.
It's not the curve.
No, that doesn't answer the question. Please explain what we're seeing.
You're seeing a horizon.
A curving horizon.
So the horizon
Please
is the
explain
curve?
the curve.
So is the horizon
When
the
you're high
curve
up
of the
enough,
Earth?
yes.
I thought the
you're high up
horizon
enough,
was
yes.
only the effective curve, Craig.
When you're high up enough, listen to
now
my
it is the
words.
curve? But now it is the curve. That's another
No,
contradiction.
listen to my words.
Another
It's not a
conflating
contradiction.
left and right
Listen
and
to my
front to back.
words.
Yes, it is a contradiction. It is
No,
totally
the
a
contradiction
contradiction.
comes. Hold on. The
Yeah,
contradictions come
yeah,
from
it
the
is.
equation of left to right
So-
curvature
so-
versus front to back curvature.
So the horizon
That's
is
what
the
you-
curve of the
shut up.
Earth. So
If
now
you
the
had
horizon
old
is the curve of the
made
Earth.
from 5 years ago where people would confuse the left to right
Oh.
with front to back curvature.
When you get high enough, then you can see the curve of the Earth, but not
Yeah.
at sea level. So
That's
that isn't
exactly
the
how
curve
it
at sea
works
level.
when you are tiny.
So that isn't the curve. That isn't the curve at sea
It's
level.
still
that
the
you're
arc.
seeing. Is that? I mean,
Hip hop
come
Hippie, don't
on.
put words. No, don't put
Which
words.
one is
Shut
it?
up.
Which one is it?
Hip hop
Is it
Hippie,
sea
shut the fuck
level
up.
or is it?
Will you,
or is it?
team, mute him. Just mute him, please. Right, Hip Hop Hippie, you are honestly the dumbest motherfucker I've ever met. You ask a question but never let anybody answer. You just keep flapping your lips. I am showing you the curve of the Earth. The point that you miss is that we are so small and insignificant compared to the size of the planet that from our perspective, from our point, the curve of the Earth, the horizon seems to be a straight line. However, that straight line is part of the arc of a circle, but we are too fucking small to see, which is why if you get high enough, you can physically see the curve. I am showing you empirical evidence that anybody can do. Anybody can go and get a fucking weather balloon and repeat these observations. All right, anybody can do it. So you can't deny this is something that you can't do yourself. You are seeing right now in front of you evidence that the Earth has a curve. And if you get high enough, you can fucking see it.
All right, Hip Hop Hippie, you're unmuted. You can talk now.
So you can't see it until you get high enough. Is that what you just said?
Yes.
Is that right?
Because we're
yeah.
tiny.
Well, then why are you saying you can see it at sea level? Why don't you? You're contradicting yourself. Is it at sea level or is it really high? Which one is it?
I'm not contradicting myself at all.
Which globe Earth? Yeah, which globe Earth am I debating here? Am I debating sea level curvature or am I debating 120,000 feet curvature?
The same thing.
There's the same thing. You just said you can't see the curve until you get high. Until you get high enough.
Hip-hop hippie, you are
Gotta be
conflating
high
left
enough.
curvature with front to back
Again,
curvature.
no, because the horizon
Yes.
is the curve,
Yes.
right? So
Because
now it is
what
the
he is
curve.
showing you
It's
with
not the
dog
effective
cam-
curve.
Because what he is showing you with the dog cam is left to right curvature, and then you're complaining about front to back curvature at sea level. You're conflating two different things as the same argument, which is why you're dishonest.
No, you're the one. You're
No,
the
this
one
is a
arguing
flat
two different
thing
points.
that has been tried
You're the
for
one
5 years.
arguing
No,
two
we're
different
not.
points. Yes, you are. You're saying
we're
it's
not.
too big to see.
No, we're not. No,
but
no,
you can
no,
see
no,
it at
no.
sea
Mute
level.
him, mute him, team.
Yes.
Mute him.
Hold on,
Yes.
hold on. Everybody,
No,
hold
just
on,
mute him.
hold
that's
on.
exactly
That's
what you-
fine. Everybody, hold on, hold on.
He does not get to keep putting words in our mouths, right? He does
ahead.
not get to keep telling us what we believe, all right? That's his problem is. He says, you believe this and it's wrong. Well, yeah, it is wrong because we don't believe the things that you keep saying that you think we believe. You are trying to debunk a model that you have come up with all on your own. And it's not a model because the things that we say are possible on our model. At sea level, it's very fucking hard to see the left-right curve because you are too small. The higher you get, the easier it is to see the left-to-right curve. That is something that's so simple, even a 3-year-old could understand it.
All right, now, Fight, will you bring up the drone footage again? Because Tommy Gromwald showed something, sent some pictures to me, and I want Hip Hop Hippie to see these pictures, and I want him to explain where we're still getting this wrong. This is about the horizon being at eye level, okay? So go ahead and show that.
Okay, I need to get that one back up. Hold on.
And you're unmuted, Hip Hop Hippie. I just want you to know you can speak. I just
Straw
when he
man. Didn't say eye level.
Listen, you guys need to not try to talk over each other. I'll give everybody an opportunity to speak, but just try not to speak over each other, okay? All right, so your complaint was that the level or that the horizon was not at center of frame, right? That's your claim. All right, and Sean's claim is, and even in the other one you can see it a little bit better because it does have the numbers on it. Sean's claim is that his camera was not tilted; it was at eye level. Even though the the horizon was not center of frame, he was at eye level. So, your claim was that because it wasn't center of frame, it's not eye level, and this is where I am actually going to show it. Go ahead and pull up Sean's video real quick and go to that one image where it's where it shows his numbers, where it's just 0.
They'll need to do this pause.
All
of my characters.
The camera's tilted.
Well, hold on. No, it's
There's
not.
at least
That's the number. That's
right
why
there.
I wanted to bring. Hold on.
3 characters
Hold on. That's why I
left
told him
that
to
can
bring up the
still
other
do.
Because the other one has the data on the camera. It uses
cause.
the internal sensors to know what its relationship is to directly down.
My 2 DDs
And this
and
camera,
my tank.
as
my
shown
warrior.
on screen, is 0.1 degrees from perfectly eye level. So you might as well just consider that eye level. Okay. Go ahead. Pull it up. Fight.
He's looking for it. There it is.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. So it'll get to a point. See, there's the 0.1 degrees. All right. Now, your claim is, Hip Hop Hippie, that it's because we don't have the horizon center frame, it's an invalid observation. Now, I'm going to let this, go ahead and move it forward a little bit, Fight, to the point where it shows the whole screen. Right there. Okay. So you see how it has the whole screen. Your point was the horizon's not at center frame, right? Even if we started at the bottom and went up, it would not, we didn't start with it at center frame. But here's the point.
No, my whole point is the horizon is seen out of the airplane window. It rose with the observer.
Okay.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, no problem there, Earth. That's no issue.
What we're showing here now, what I'm showing here are going to be a set of pictures that Tommy Gronwald, who's a creator out in the comment section right now, he took these himself, okay? And this is just to show you that even though you can change the orientation of the camera, it is still going to be, you're still going to see the horizon will remain flat and in line. Okay, so you see here, look, I'll walk you through. It's easy for me to explain in each picture. The camera is even, perfectly eye level. As you can see, oh, I'm sorry. The next one, that's the frame I'm showing. That describes what he was looking at in the first frame, okay? So here's the picture he took. So this shows that both of the water levels, okay? Both of the water levels are in line with one another. All right, do you see that? Do you see what he did with the 90-degree camera? Perfectly 90 degrees. He takes the camera shot. It shows directly across, and it's perfectly lined.
No, it's not level. It's not level. The camera's tilted. It's pointing at the top of the level.
How do you know? What makes you think that? What makes you think that?
Because
what evidence do you have? What evidence do you have?
There's more sky. There's more sky than there is ground, dude.
So the horizon is not in center frame, but the camera is still eye level. You fucking moron! Yes. No, that is.
You're looking at the level.
Okay,
You're looking at the level. You're not looking at the horizon.
Let me give you the premise. Let me give you the premise. Hip Hop Hippie, shut the fuck up real quick. Let me give you the premise that it's not perfectly level, but it does still line up perfectly level with a straight line across the screen. The two tops of the waters line up perfectly, okay? So now, here's the next picture.
You're talking about the water. I'm talking about the horizon. The horizon is not perfectly centered.
Hush. Hold on. Let me finish before you start talking. Alright, so this is the next picture he's going to take. Do you see how the camera is tilted up? It is not at eye level, okay? It is not at eye level. Do you see that? You agree? Yes. Okay, great. Alright, this is the picture that was taken with that camera in that orientation. Do you see that the two levels of water still align with the straight line going across the screen? Yes or no?
Well, yeah, the line is going across the level, yeah, but the horizon is not in the center of frame.
Okay,
I don't understand.
Now,
so many problems.
Here is another.
We know you don't understand. We know you
picture.
don't understand.
Here's the last picture that he's going to take. Hip Hop Hippie, hold on. Here's the last picture he's going to take with the one with the camera aiming down. Okay, it's evident by this picture right here. But do you see that the top of the water is still level with each other? So it doesn't matter the orientation of the camera, okay? Center frame
Horizon
is
is
not
not even in
eye
frame.
level. Center frame is not eye level.
I'm talking about that. The camera is tilted. The horizon needs to be in the center of frame when you do those observations.
No, eye
You're
level is
rising
always
altitude.
eye level.
My whole
you
point
understand
is
that? We just
my whole
showed
point is you're
that
seeing
even
air,
no
you're
matter
seeing
the
horizon,
orientation,
not the airplane.
hip hop,
The whole
hold
point
on.
is
The whole point is no matter what the orientation of the camera is, eye level is always eye level. That is your argument. You say, oh, it's the orientation of the camera is causing it to look like this. No, sorry. Eye level is eye level. As the eye level increases, the horizon drops, no matter what the orientation of that camera is. That is the point. Now you can talk.
see the horizon outside the airplane window.
That's why I tried to bring up the iPad picture that you didn't want to answer it.
Yeah.
Nope.
Same reason.
No issue.
Tom?
No issue on our globe.
No.
Absolutely no problem on our globe.
Is that the horizon outside the airplane window?
Yep.
Exactly.
I
Welcome
mean, it's
to
not.
flat
It's
Earth.
not right outside the airplane window. It's not right outside the airplane window.
You're
It's
seeing
many
it
miles
outside the
away
airplane
and
window.
looking down.
It rose with the observer.
Wait.
Because you're seeing outside the
Are
airplane
you saying
window.
the horizon?
What's so hard to understand?
Are you saying the horizon
What's so
is?
hard to understand?
Are you saying the horizon is? I'm trying to ask you a question. Do you want to shut up? Thank you. Are you saying the horizon is right outside the window?
It's right there. You can't touch
You're
it.
seeing it out the window at 34,000 feet.
Yes, I know. And you're
you
seeing
agree.
it many
Thank
miles
you.
away and looking down.
You know why? You know why you see it outside the airplane window? Because it rose with you. That's why you're seeing it.
No, it didn't. It went
Yes, it
down
did.
actually as you rose.
You wouldn't see it if it didn't rise with the observer. You wouldn't see it outside the airplane window.
Okay.
No, it
again, I'm going to try to go over this again because
went
he keeps
downwards.
referring to. Hold on, Craig. He keeps going back to this.
Yeah,
He
this
shouldn't see
is
the horizon on the globe. Now he's referring to a video that's like 4 years old, where this guy actually did a 3D model of the Earth and then rose above it with the camera up to like 7 miles. But what the dude that made the video screwed up on was he made the radius of Earth in meters, not kilometers, which made the ball incredibly small. He did it with a radius of like 6,000 meters instead of 6,000 kilometers. That's where his video was screwed up, and he swallowed it hook, line, and sinker. See, this is why I like being one of those OGs, because I remember all these references that you keep going back to that are 5 or 6 years old.
What are you even talking about, dude? You're putting me to
That's where
sleep
you got
over
the
here, man.
idea that you put the horizon on a ball in an airplane at 34,000 feet, because that guy screwed up his model.
Your model's screwed up? Is that what you're saying? I know your model's screwed up.
Now I know you're about.
No, our model hasn't screwed up. There's no issues with our model, none at all.
No, I
Except
said
there's no curvature.
I did that model for the video
Zero
you're referring
curvature.
to.
None at all.
The guy
There's
Apart
no
from the curvature
curvature
we
at
can
all.
see and measure,
you keep referring
I've
to
shown you it.
is the one
The
that
whole
screwed
point of
up.
your globe is to have curve, and you don't have curve. It's pathetic.
I showed you a video of the curvature. Are you denying the
You
video of the
showed me
curvature I showed you?
You showed me a video of what you think is curvature. That's what you showed me.
No, it was quite clearly curvature. It was quite clearly curvature. The Earth was curving. That's curvature.
Because you think that,
Are you just straight up denying that you saw that? No, I showed you actual physical curvature.
You even
Are
admitted
you
it. The
denying?
horizon's not a curve. Is that
Are
the
you denying-
horizon? Is that the
Are
horizon?
you denying?
Is that the horizon? Is that the
Are you
horizon?
denying? No, I'm asking you a question. You can't just interrupt and ask another question.
Well, now
Did
the
you or
horizon
did you
is
not
the
see the
curve.
video where? No, you interrupted again. Did you or did you not see the video where I showed you that the horizon was clearly curving?
Horizon is the curve.
Yes or no?
That's what you're saying. Are you saying
Yeah,
that the
no.
horizon
I'm waiting
is
for a
the
yes
curve?
or no question. I'm asking you a yes or no question. Did you, yes or no, see the video that clearly showed the horizon curving left to right? Yes or no?
I showed it slightly curving left to right. But I'm asking you, is the
Well,
horizon
thank
the
you.
curve?
No, well done.
Is
Welcome
the
to the
horizon
globe.
the curve?
Well done.
Curve is
Is the
curve.
horizon the curve?
Hip-hop hippie.
Is the horizon the curve?
Any curve
Is the horizon
is
the curve?
curve.
Is the
Depends on how
horizon
you
the
get.
curve?
Hold on. Here's the game that Flat Earthers
Oh,
like
it
to play.
depends on
How
how
you
you
get.
get. So it changes. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Hold on,
Hold on, guys. Let Sean
Yeah,
answer.
You can
your
find out.
radius is apparent, right?
No, because you earlier on you said, well, where's
Not
the
when you're
curvature
high
from left to right? We show that to you, and then you say, well, I was talking about curvature from front to back, and then you try to cross argue that same point. That's where you guys always go. We sit there and show you exactly, we show you exactly what you guys want to see, and well, that you claim that you want to see.
I'm asking you, is the horizon the curve of the Earth? Is the horizon the curve of the Earth?
It's an
The
artifact.
horizon is an effect of the curvature of the Earth.
So that isn't the curve of the Earth then. So the horizon. So what you showed me wasn't the curve of the Earth, because it's the effect. It's
The horizon,
not the curve.
you see the horizon because of the curve of the Earth.
See any
And sometimes,
the point.
yeah.
Go ahead.
And sometimes you can
let
see
me
the
say it
curve
to you
of
like
the
this. Like hippie. Let me say it to you like this, okay? The horizon is the effect of the curvature of the Earth. At
So
sea
that's
level,
not the curve of the Earth.
that appears. Now, no, you interrupted me before I finished speaking. Just for once, try to practice some form of self-restraint and don't respond and don't interrupt until I've finished what I'm saying. All right? So, the horizon is an effect of the curvature of the Earth. When you are at sea level, the horizon appears to be flat. However, the higher you get, there is more evidence that the horizon is also itself curved. How does that sound?
I would like to point out one thing, Hip Hop Hippie. It sounds like, hold on, Hip Hop Hippie. I would like to point out that it sounds like you accept the fact that there is a horizon. The fact that you accept that there is a horizon by itself means that the Earth would have to be curved. If the Earth was a planar, was a plain, just flat land that was not hilly, bumpy, and mountainy, you should be able to go out to Kansas and see 50 miles of plains. There should be nothing getting in your way, and you can't do that. No matter, you can go get the most powerful telescope in the world, and that you could buy and take out there and look down the street, and no matter how much you can zoom in, a person or a car is always going to disappear and go beyond the horizon at a certain point. There will be a point at which you cannot bring that car back in. So the fact that there is a horizon means that the surface of the Earth curves away from you. And the fact that there's a horizon in all directions, at all points on the Earth, means that the Earth is a three-dimensional sphere.
But Team Skeptic just said that the horizon is the curve. So which is it? Which one am I debating?
There is no.
Yeah.
If the Earth
You're debating
is flat,
the Earth
there
just
is
came
no.
off.
Yes.
No, he didn't.
No,
he didn't.
Listen to what I'm saying. If the Earth is flat, then there is no such thing as a horizon. That's all I said. The fact that you accept a horizon means, whether you know it or not, you accept that the Earth is a three-dimensional sphere. That is what it is. Yes, absolutely. Explain how you can have a horizon on a flat Earth. Explain how you can have a horizon on a flat Earth.
Perspective.
That's not an explanation.
That is an explanation.
No, it's not. No,
That's
it's
how
not.
we see the world.
No, it's not.
Stop denying reality.
Do you know? Do you know what a Hold on. Do you know what a
perspective?
telescope? Do you know what a telescope does? Do you know what the
Linear
purpose of a telescope
perspective.
does? No, hold on. Do you know what the purpose of a telescope is? How it works? So an object, as an object gets away from you, it decreases in angular size until the point that it becomes no longer resolvable by the human eye. Okay, that is what you're describing when you say things disappear because of perspective. You have an object that's a certain size. Once you take it, once you take it a certain distance.
You interrupted me. I wasn't able to finish.
Hold on. What? You literally said it was perspective. That's all you had to say. Hold on. And do you know how a telescope works or binoculars work? They increase the angular size of an object so that it is now visible within your eye. Your eye now sees the object at a larger visible size, angular size, okay? Large enough for it to resolve it. Now, if you continue to take this object further and further away, binoculars will no longer be able to make the object big enough, have a large enough angular size for your eye to resolve it. Well, you can set the binoculars down, and now you can pick up a telescope. And now you can look through one of those little telescopes. I'm not talking about something used to look at stars. I'm talking about something that you would go at like the top of a building or something, and they have those big telescopes that let you see long distances. Well, from the beach, you should be able to pull that out and increase the angular size of that object once again. And once you increase the angular size of that object, your eyes will be able to see it again. And you should be able to continuously do this until you have a piece of machine that can no longer increase the angular size of that object. Or you'll run into a limitation, and that limitation will be the curve of the Earth getting in the way. If that's
so the horizon is the curve.
If that's the case, no, the horizon
it's
is
an
an effect
Stop
of
saying
the
that.
Earth being curved.
Dude,
you're ignorant.
It's perspective. It's perspective plus the conditions of the sky.
So when it's a perfectly clear
Perspective
day,
does
how
not make
come
things
you
disappear bottom up.
It's never a perfectly clear day.
Yes,
It's never.
on a
It changes
perfectly-
day to day. It
Hip-hop
changes day to day.
listen,
That's why the horizon
listen,
changes. That's why the
listen.
distance to the horizon changes. It depends.
If you go out,
It depends
listen,
on numerous things.
If you go out on a day where it's raining, okay, you're only going to be able to see 3 miles if you're about 6 feet tall. You're only going to be able to see 3 miles, all right, approximately. Now, if you go out on a clear day, you're not going to see any further than 3 miles. You're going to see 3 miles because you're limited by your visibility.
That's the black swan. The black swan. You can see farther depending on weather conditions. I do understand the black swan.
You
don't
walking out
understand it because you're global. Yeah, if you understood the black swan,
Right,
you would not be
team, can I have 2 minutes? Can I have
go
2
ahead.
minutes with him about the syllogism of the black swan and where he's going wrong, right? So your whole premise completely debunks the globe. It is wrong because you're saying the whole if A then B, not B therefore not A. But what you're applying that to with the black swan, which is the wrong way to do it, you're saying if it is a swan, then it will always be white. I just saw black swan, not B, therefore it's not a swan, not A. No, seeing a black swan does not mean that it disproves all white swans. It just means you now have to explain the black swan as well. You can't discount completely. No, wait, I haven't finished. You can't discount completely the Earth being a globe because there is some evidence that appears to suggest that it isn't, alright? Now, I'm not going to argue with you that if the Earth was flat, then the black swan photo is something you would see a lot more regularly. Absolutely, if the Earth was flat, then what you see with your black swan argument is something you would see a lot more. But the fact is, it doesn't disprove the globe, it just means we have to explain both of the observations. And our model can explain both of the observations, because seeing a black swan does not then discount the fact that all swans exist. You are misapplying the syllogism of the black swan to modus tollens. You are misapplying the modus tollens whole thing to the black swan theory by making it discount all swans entirely. That's not how it works.
No, I'm not doing that at all.
Yes, you are.
No, because
then what are you doing? Then what does
your
the black
model-
swan prove? Then what does the black
You
swan,
have explanations.
swan prove?
You have explanations in your model, but that's all it is. It's a
But
model.
Hip-hop-hippie,
It's not
Hip-hop-hippie,
real.
hold on.
You can't show me a geometric
Listen,
horizon.
Listen,
you
the-
can't
the
do it.
proper
You've even
way-
said it. You'll never see
Hip-hop-hippie,
it.
Listen,
Okay.
listen. The proper
Okay.
way.
No,
hold on,
you
fight.
can't.
Hold on, guys, hold on. Fight. 1 second. Hip-hop-hippie. The way to answer Fight the Flat Earth is to explain how the black swan disproves the globe. Okay? That is the way you would have to. What he's telling you is that the black swan is something that you will see under certain conditions. It's explainable by globe Earth science. It's explainable under the globe Earth model. You're saying it doesn't. You're saying that the black swan nullifies the globe Earth model, and you haven't given us a reason why yet. So would you please
Yes,
give
I
us a
have.
reason why? No. Give us a reason
Yes.
why it nullifies the globe Earth model.
It nullifies it because it proves that the horizon is not geometric. It's not a physical curve. It doesn't obstruct things in the distance. It's not. It's all optical. It's not physically obstructing anything.
We have already said that in an observation, when you're looking at a picture, you are 100% always looking at the apparent horizon. Do you understand why?
No, there is only no.
Hold
you're
on.
being
Do
redundant.
you understand why? No, we're
You're
starting
being
over.
redundant, though.
Do you understand
Yes,
why?
we are starting over
Okay,
because you don't
so
get
why
it.
then?
You don't
why?
get it.
Why does
You
the
still don't
horizon
get it.
change? Hip Hop Hippie, why does the horizon
Because it's
change
not a
day
curve.
to day? Hold on. Why does the horizon change day to day due to atmospheric conditions and observer height? Why?
Because we have an atmosphere. We have air.
So would you agree then that hold on, shut up. Would you agree then?
Shut up.
If the Earth was a sphere, was a three-dimensional sphere, then any light that leaves the surface of the Earth and goes to your eyes is going to be refracted, or eyes, photoreceptors, so camera, eyes, whatever you want to say. Is that light going to be refracted?
Well, refraction exists.
Okay,
yes.
So even if the Earth is curved, then the horizon, the distance that the light has to travel, the path the light has to take, will always change due to atmospheric conditions. Therefore, the black swan does not disprove the globe Earth. That is your logic. You accept everything up until the point where you just go completely illogical and come to a different conclusion.
No.
Yes.
No, the black swan proves that the horizon moves. That's it. That's all it does. It moves. It's not the curve of the Earth. It's not a physical. It's not a geometric horizon. You don't have a geometric horizon. Show me the geometric horizon.
Hush.
Show me the geometric horizon.
Cool.
I explained to you. I already explained to you that the geometric horizon will be something that you will draw out on paper based on the physical properties of that system. It has nothing to do with an observation. It simply has to do with you drawing it out. Okay, so the Earth has a geometric horizon that we draw out, and yes, it's there. But when you look, you see the apparent horizon. Fight, will you please pull up Mr. Sensible's video, please?
Apparent is redundant.
Okay,
hush.
We're about to show you. We're about to show you Mr. Sensible's video that he put up. All right, this is going to explain it if you'll just have a little bit of intellectual honesty and pay attention to the video. Okay, go ahead, Fight.
Do you want me to play the audio as well?
Yeah, I'm sure he won't mind.
Okay, Black Swan Killer. Over here, we have a little tack with a white paper on, a little flag. Here we've got our sphere with our platform on, and we've got this blue area which is beyond the horizon. It can't be seen on the close-up footage. So what we'll do is we'll introduce some refraction. I'll keep the camera running in the corner, so the whole thing. So we've got our view of the platform just in front of the horizon, the physical geometric horizon, and you can't see the blue, which is the geometric horizon, and you can't see the white flag either. Here comes our refraction, distortion. There's the platform, and as we change it, you can just see the blue that's beyond the geometric horizon and the white flag behind it. There it goes. Here it is. Refraction will bring things beyond the geometric horizon. Black Swan, busted.
All right, pause it right there. Now, my question for you, go back a little bit, Fight. Go back just a little bit. Go back to where he has the white flag showing behind the nail. So here's my question for you, Hip Hop Hippie. Do you understand that there is a geometric horizon that is there? Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Do you understand that when the magnifying glass is put between the nail or the tack and the camera, that there is an apparent horizon that's due to the refraction of the magnifying glass? Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Then why are you saying that we have no geometric horizon, that the Black Swan picture does not take into account a geometric horizon, nor does it have, and all we're seeing is an apparent horizon? Why do you come to that conclusion when we can show you in this demonstration that exactly the same thing can happen with the exact same results, or very similar results?
What's that tack sitting on?
Ball. Go scoot it back, Fight. Just so we can see the setup from, I think that's about 30 seconds in. Right there, that's good. Yeah. So there's a tack.
So-
Okay, go back a little bit. Go back just a little bit more so you can show where the tack is behind the ball. Okay, he's showing on
So-
camera where the tack is down at the bottom. Okay, that's two different cameras you're looking at to make sure that you can see it from two different angles.
So it's on a ball, right? It's on a ball.
Yes, it's on a ball.
Is
right
that
there.
ball? Is that ball the geometric horizon in this example?
The geometric horizon is the point at which the ball is blocking things out from behind it. Yes.
What I'm saying is the ball is the geometric horizon.
A
'Cause it's
line on the
obstructing-
ball, a line on the
It's
ball would be
obstructing-
the geometric horizon. Yes.
It's obstructing. The ball is obstructing the tack.
Yes, the ball is obstructing the tack. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, show me the ball.
We just
in
did.
real life.
We just showed you
No,
the ball.
in real
We
life.
just showed you the ball.
No,
there was a picture.
this
We're
is-
not there. We're not
Yeah,
at Mr.
that's a
Sensibles'
ball.
house.
Yeah, that's
no,
a
we're not at
ball.
Mr.
That's a
Sensibles.
ball on
Okay,
video.
so
Show
we
me-
just showed
show
you a
me the earth.
demonstration. Hold on. We just showed you a demonstration that shows that your point, the point that you say that the black swan debunks the globe model is irrelevant. It's not a valid point. We showed that it can be done in a smaller fucking
You're showing
scale.
me- Well, you have an actual geometric horizon in this video. You actually have a ball.
There's a
Show me
geometric
the
horizon.
real ball.
Can you prove that there's no
No.
geometric horizon?
No, what I'm saying is you have a geometric
Can
horizon.
you show
in this
me
video.
that there is no geometric horizon in reality?
You have to show that there is. You can't just show me this video and
that
say,
there
"Oh,
is no,
there's a ball."
No, hip hop hippie.
No, show
Listen
me
to
the
what I'm
geometric
saying
horizon
again.
in reality.
We have
Show me
a
the geometric
horizon. By definition,
Yeah, I know.
we have a horizon. So by definition, the Earth is round. Okay, or
What
is at
does the
least
horizon?
three-dimensional.
What's the definition of
That's
horizon?
the point at which the land
Boundary
of the Earth blocks any object behind that point.
It's the line that we see that it's where the earth and the sky appear to meet. You know why it says appear in the definition? Because we all know the sky doesn't meet the ground. So it's
Of course
apparent.
it does.
I want you to show me the geometric horizon.
We are basically in the sky, you fucking
Yeah,
moron.
you don't show people geometric horizons
Because
because
sky is
any
just the
observation
atmosphere.
is
Because it doesn't
going-
exist.
Shut up!
Oh my
Because it doesn't exist.
Any
That's why.
observation.
I
No,
agree with you.
listen,
There is no
no,
geometry.
listen,
You
go
can't
back,
see
go
it.
back
just
to the
said
video.
that
Go back,
the
go back
sky
to the
is
video.
a
Go back to the
physical
video.
thing
Let me explain something to you
above
real quick,
us.
Hippie. Hold on.
Let's skip it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
Let me explain.
yeah,
Hold on.
explain
Let me explain
something.
something. All right. The geometric horizon in that video is simply the model that's drawn on paper. Any observation, even the observation
Exactly.
right now. Hold on. Even the observation right now, you're looking at an apparent horizon. Pause that. Pause that. Oh, I'm sorry. I was
No,
looking at the
the-
stream.
no.
Hold on. He's pulling it up. Let Fight the Flat Earth get it up. All right. Get it to the point where
Hey,
it was.
hey, hey! I've got no issues getting it up, right? Just so you know.
Debatable. I need
Just ask
citation
your mum.
needed. All right.
Yeah,
right
just ask
there.
your mum,
Stop
that's
it.
cool.
Stop it right there. Okay. Do you see that? You're not looking at a geometric horizon there whatsoever. Not at
You
all.
said I was.
No.
What's blocking
no.
the? What's blocking the
I said
attack?
a geometric
blocking the
horizon.
attack?
Hold on. I said a geometric horizon exists. There is a horizon that you're looking at, but anytime you're looking at anything, the light is being refracted by the medium that it's traveling through, unless it's a perfect vacuum. So no matter what you're looking
I know
through,
you
you're
believe that.
always seeing an apparent horizon, and that apparent horizon is based on the geometric structure of the object that's blocking it. There would be no horizon if the Earth was flat. Get that through your head.
It's not the apparent horizon. It's the horizon is apparent.
Dude, there is no horizon
No,
if the
there's
Earth
not.
is flat.
The
Do you
the
understand
horizon
that? Listen to what I'm
It's
saying,
not
hip
the
hop
apparent-
hippie.
No,
Listen to what
by
I'm
you
saying.
By you saying there's an apparent.
I'm going to give you a chance to respond. I've just muted you so you can hear what I'm trying to say and you can respond to what I'm saying. If there is a horizon, then the Earth is not flat. Do you understand that? The sun would never get to the ground. Ever. Ever. There's not a single time when you would see the sun going to the ground in the same fucking angular size as it is at solar noon. You would never see that. Ever. If the Earth was flat. Now I'll let you explain that, and then we'll move on from there. Go.
Yes, you would, because
No,
of
you wouldn't.
perspective.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes,
That's
you
not an
would.
explanation. I've just
Things
explained to you.
converge.
Hey, then why
That's-
the fuck can't you see a boat going over the horizon with a telescope when it's 30 miles out?
The boat
Why
doesn't
are
go
you
over a horizon.
limited to a certain distance no matter what optical device you use?
Because of the atmospheric conditions.
No, you just
God
said it was
damn, how many
perspective.
times-
You did not say atmospheric
It's
conditions.
perspective and
Can you-
atmospheric
Oh my
conditions.
God, you're so
we see
dumb.
the
Have you
world in
watched?
perspective. We see the world in perspective. You don't know what perspective is. It's linear perspective.
Are you kidding me?
Jeez,
Are you?
if the
Kidding? I don't
if
know
the
what
Earth was
perspective is.
curved-
I don't just throw terms
the Earth
around
was
that I don't
curved-
know, hip hop hippie. You just said
If the Earth
it's
was curved,
perspective.
it'd be a
I just
curved
proved to
linear
you that it's
perspective.
not fucking perspective because guess what? If you take a box and move it 10 miles away, if the Earth is flat, you should be able to pull out a pair of binoculars and see it. You can't. Why? Because there's a fucking Earth that's getting in the fucking way. That's why.
So
Prove
the-
me
so
wrong.
the horizon-
Prove me wrong.
So the horizon is the curve.
The apparent horizon is a artifact due to the curvature of the Earth. Yes.
Get it right. Get it right,
Yes,
team. It's
it
not
isn't.
the apparent horizon.
Yes,
It's
it
the
is
horizon
the apparent
is
horizon.
apparent.
No, you
Right,
don't know what
yeah,
the fuck
can-
you're
right,
talking
no,
about.
wait.
That's not
Hip-
our
hip-
problem.
hip-
I do know what I'm talking
Hip
about.
hop
That's
hippie,
what-
hip hop hippie, hip hop hippie. Can you give me a citation for what you just said, please?
No.
You keep asserting that it's not the apparent horizon; it's the horizon is apparent. So, can you give me a citation to back that up, please? Because I can do the opposite.
Nathan Oakley, the last 20 or so shows, maybe.
So, hip hop hippie, can you give me a citation for it? Is he gone?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I had to mute him because he was trying to talk. I'm sorry. Go ahead, hip hop hippie.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
The
Can you give me a
definition-
citation for it?
The definition of horizon is the line where the Earth seems to meet the sky, the apparent junction of Earth and sky. The apparent junction. It's in the definition. That's why it's redundant. The horizon is apparent. It's not the apparent horizon. By saying apparent
Where
horizon,
in there does it say the
you're giving
horizon
it
is
to-
apparent? Where does it say that?
The line where the Earth seems to meet the sky, the apparent junction of Earth and sky. The apparent
the apparent
junction.
horizon, not the horizon is apparent.
No.
Yeah,
The horizon is-
no, it
the-
doesn't
it's
say
within the
anywhere. It
definition
doesn't
of the
say anywhere
horizon.
in there
The
what you're back.
horizon- It's not the apparent horizon. The
Right.
horizon is already apparent. That's in the
Right.
definition.
No, so,
What
so
don't you get about that?
just because you can take a word out of there and then chuck the word horizon
No,
in
you're
front
the
and
one.
behind
You're
it
the
doesn't
one.
mean it's correct.
No, you need to call it the apparent
No,
horizon.
I'm asking.
Yes.
No, I'm asking you for a citation that's how it's said.
Dude, it's the look up definition of horizon. Everybody go to your computer, look it up.
Yeah, it
What
does.
the
Right.
definition
And where in that? No, right, okay, right. I've got a very specific question for you. In that definition, does it say the horizon is apparent? Does it say those words? Yes or no?
I'm looking up the definition. It says the apparent junction of Earth and sky.
Right.
No, that's
No,
not why I
it's
asked you. Let me ask you again. Let me ask you again. Does it say the words in this order? The horizon is apparent. Yes or no?
It's redundant. The horizon is apparent.
No,
let me try again. You're not getting this. You're not getting this.
The apparent junction of the Earth and the sky.
You're not
That is
getting
the
this.
definition of horizon. No, you're not
Dude,
getting this.
You're not.
You're not getting this.
I'm asking you a yes or no
You have to call
question.
it the apparent horizon.
No.
You have to call
yes
it
or
the
no
apparent
question.
horizon because you need a geometric horizon. You need two horizons.
I'm asking. Mute him a sec because he's not listening. I'm asking you a yes or no question. There is no other acceptable answer. Does it say in that definition, in this order, the words "the horizon is apparent"? Yes or no?
No.
Thank you. So we can just ignore everything you just said. Cool.
No, you can't, because it's
Right.
part of the
Back to you,
definition
Sean.
of the word horizon.
No, it's not.
When you say horizon,
No, it's not.
It,
You're
it
making that up.
automatically
You're just
means
making it
apparent.
up.
Okay.
You're just
So
making
yes,
it up.
Listen, hey guys,
No,
listen.
you
Sean has been.
need it to be the apparent horizon.
Listen.
Because
Sean has been.
then you can add your geometric horizon that we never see.
All right, Sean has been
Well, I'm
very
just looking at
patient.
the definitions and laughing.
All right, so Sean, I'll kick it over to
noun.
you and let you talk. Go ahead, bro.
Horizon, noun. First definition: the line at which the Earth's surface and the sky appear to meet. Also, under definition number 1, appear to meet. Doesn't say it's the horizon is apparent. Now, under the same definition, he gives another example: the circular boundary of part of the Earth's surface visible from a particular point, ignoring irregularities and obstructions. Noun: apparent horizon. Then, for astronomy, it says a great circle of the celestial sphere, the plane of which passes through the center of the Earth and is parallel to that of the apparent horizon of a place. Noun: true horizon. So, I'm not finding any definitions for horizon is apparent.
No, he's just making it up.
You just agreed with me. You just said appears. You said appears means apparent. Yeah.
Appears
no
to
shit.
me. It did not say
Appears.
horizon.
What does appear mean? What does appear mean? What does appear mean?
Well, let's
How
look
it
at the definition
looks.
for you.
How it looks.
Define
What
appear.
appears. It's
Yeah,
apparent.
how it looks. Right.
The horizon
So
is
okay,
apparent.
hold on. Hey, hip
Description
hop,
of
tell me what.
something,
Tell me the
or
constituents you
the
need
way you
to get an
describe
apparent horizon.
something, or you see something.
You're going to need an
What do you
optical
mean?
device, right? You're going to need an optical device to make the observation, correct?
Yep.
You're going to need light that you bounce off of the surface to get to you. You're going to need light that bounces off of a surface beyond that point that doesn't get to you, right?
Yep.
And you're going to need a horizon, right? How can you have an apparent horizon if you don't have a horizon to begin with?
It's not apparent horizon. The horizon is apparent. It's not physical.
Why
not a
are you
physical
making that
thing.
up? Why are you making that up?
I'm not making it up. We just read the definition. The horizon
But
is apparent.
Why are you coming
to
to a conclusion that an apparent horizon is independent of a actual physical horizon?
Let's make this
No,
simpler.
you're the one saying that. You're the one who says apparent horizon. Sorry, what?
Why do you think appear and apparent are the same definition?
No, because that's what it is. The horizon
No,
is apparent.
They are two different
It
words that have two
appears-
different meanings. And
It's
the definition I
redundant
read off
because
to you,
what is the horizon? The horizon is
apparent.
you have.
They are not.
I'm telling you, you're calling it. You're calling it the apparent horizon because you need a geometric horizon to have an apparent horizon. The horizon is already apparent. It's not physical. You don't have the geometric horizon. Show me the geometric horizon.
Geometric
This is like the
horizon
fifth time
exists.
I've
When you
asked for
say,
the geometric
okay,
horizon.
so, and I'm
Show
going
me
to
the
explain it
geometric
one more
horizon.
fucking time to you since you didn't fucking get it. For me to show you that, it needs to be an observation, which includes light, which has to go through a medium. So the horizon, no matter what I fucking show you, if it's going to be a picture of a horizon, it is going to be apparent. Okay? It's going to be where the horizon looks due to the refraction of the light coming from the objects. Alright?
So
if you want to see a
we'll never
geometric
see-
horizon, I will show it to you on fucking paper.
Yeah.
Do you
on
understand that
paper-
concept?
on paper.
Exactly. It
On
doesn't
paper.
mean it doesn't exist,
Exactly.
dumbass.
It's not real.
If I draw,
Show me on
it doesn't
paper.
matter.
Show
it
me the
doesn't mean it
geometric
doesn't
horizon.
exist.
What you're
the
saying is-
same fucking thing. Hold on. The same fucking thing when I said earlier. I draw out a place. I say, okay, Hip Hop Hippie is standing 20 feet away from this box. Here's the box. Well, guess what? If you have a camera and you take a picture of that box and you have heat waves going up, well, guess what? Your picture is going to be distorted by those heat waves. Now, if you want to tell people what you did and you want to show them on paper how you made that observation, you are going to have to draw out your model on paper. That is going to be a geometric representation of what your fucking observation is. Do you stand that, Hip Hop Hippie?
Oh.
Yes, I understand.
Then what the fuck is
And-
your issue? How do you want to see a geometric horizon? All I have to do is draw a fucking circle and say, there you fucking go.
Yeah, you could draw one. I'm talking.
Then I showed you the geometric horizon.
Let me speak. Let me speak.
ahead. Go
Let me
ahead.
speak.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
You're saying are you saying I will never see the geometric horizon?
No, if the geometric horizon falls in front of the apparent horizon, then you will see the geometric horizon.
Oh, so that's convenient, just so you can say it's the curve
You
of the Earth.
understand?
Thing,
You
right?
do understand that the geometric horizon is a simple line that goes
Show me the
across the Earth.
geometric horizon.
Hold on.
Show me the
Shut up.
geometric horizon.
Shut up. Listen.
Show
The
it to me.
that is on paper, you idiot. Do you understand
on
that
paper.
showing
It's on
you
paper.
a fucking geometric horizon, I would need to do that on paper? Because any observation I make is going to include light that has been refracted. Therefore, by default, that will be an apparent horizon. Whether that apparent horizon is exactly on the geometric horizon, whether it's beyond the geometric horizon, whether it's in front of the geometric horizon, does not fucking matter. The geometric horizon still exists, and any observation of any horizon is going to be an apparent observation.
You hear that, guys? In the chat, he says he has to draw a geometric horizon.
Yeah, just like you would have to draw out a model to show somebody else that you weren't taking a picture of a wavy fucking box, you moron. Do you understand the concept? No, shut up. Do you understand that concept? Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Listen. Listen. Yeah, shut up. Shut up. Hey, Hip Hop Hippie. Shut up. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. When you take that picture and you show your friend goes, hey, that's a wavy box. You say, no, it's a regular box. No, but I looked in the picture, it's a wavy box. Well, yeah, because I took the picture 20 feet away, and there was this heat layer that caused the box to look wavy when I took the picture. No, the box, shut up, shut up. The box is a wavy box. No, it's not a wavy box. I can draw you a model that shows exactly where the box was, and exactly what the shape of the box was, and exactly where I was, and exactly where the camera was, and I can explain with the heat wave, with refraction of light, I can explain why the box is apparently wavy when it's really straight. Now, I can't do that with a fucking picture, can I? Because that light has to travel through the heat wave to get to me. Any picture is going to be apparently wavy. Right? Yes or no?
Oh my god.
Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? What your ignorance finally is fucking pissing all of us off? Yeah, sure. That's funny. That's funny. You're fucking stupid and you can't answer the question because you know answering the question invalidates your fucking point. So run away from that point like you do every other fucking point brought up to you.
No, you're telling me I'm never gonna see the geometric horizon, and I agree.
I didn't say that, did I? No, I didn't fucking say that, did I?
Show me the geometric horizon.
No, the geometric horizon. Shut up.
No,
the geometric horizon is a point. It is a point on the is a line that goes around the Earth from the observer. Okay, the observer has a particular distance in all directions that he can see. That circle is the geometric horizon. So if the weather conditions, if the refractive conditions on that day cause the apparent horizon to be beyond the geometric horizon, then by default, when you look out at the horizon, you will be looking beyond the geometric horizon. Now, if the refractive indexes cause the apparent horizon to be in front of the geometric horizon, then that means when you look out there, the geometric horizon will not be visible. That's what it means when I say that. You understand, yeah? Okay, so now, the geometric horizon is a model of the Earth given with no refraction taken into consideration. It's simply a model, so that when we get an observation like the black swan, we can go through and point out why we're making that observation, why the horizon appears to be further than what it should be on a geometric on the geometric model. Here, let me show it right here. There you go. That's what a geometric model would look like. That is what you hold up to comparison when you say something ain't right here. Why can I see further? Yeah. How do you know you can see further? Without a geometric model, without a geometric horizon, how do you know you can see further than normal?
Something isn't right here because you're showing me a picture. You're showing me a cartoon.
Do you understand what a fucking model is, you dipshit? If you wanted to tell your friend, if you wanted to draw for your friend, shut up. If you wanted to draw for your friend the observation you made of the box to show him that it's not truly a wavy box, and if you did that on paper, that would be a geometric model.
Is the box not real? Is the box not real? Is it a physical thing?
Shut up.
He tried to do that, and this is where he's parodying Anthony Liley again. Nobody is claiming that this little picture is reality. We're not saying that this is something we can touch.
Yeah, you are. You're saying that's real. You're saying that proves the globe.
This is where Anthony has you all fucked up in the head. What this is showing is what we are describing as you can actually go out and test.
Yeah,
We're not saying that this is real. We're saying this is describing what we see. There's a difference.
So that's not real? So that's not real.
Don't you
So it's
dare,
not real?
Riley.
Is that real?
This is a
reality?
descriptor.
Shut up and listen.
I'm asking a question. Is that
It's
reality?
a model, you fucking moron. Do you understand the concept? Yes,
Yeah,
the
I
same
know
way that if you
exactly.
tried,
Yeah, it's a
listen,
model.
the same way
A
that if
model.
you tried to explain to your friend your observation of the wavy box and why it was appeared to be wavy, you would have to show him in a model. You would have to draw it out and put it on paper and say, this is what happened. You could not go out there and take another fucking picture and go, here's the model. Oh, look, it still shows a wavy box. The box must be wavy now because now I have two pictures of wavy boxes. No, you're going to have to draw it out completely separate. Shut up. Sean is explaining this to you, and you're outright denying it. Quit being a fucking moron. Go ahead, Sean.
You're triggered, bro. You were so triggered.
Oh, you know me, baby. I just have a good time. Come on.
Just to
Go ahead,
explain
Sean.
to you, hip hop, a reification fallacy is where you take a concept or a model and say, this is real. It's something that you can touch. This is a descriptor.
Is that
We're
real?
not saying
Yeah, exactly.
something to hold on to. We're not making it into a concrete object. We're saying this is describing what we can see. This is where Anthony has twisted reification to your definition.
So is that what we can see right there?
You're actually the one committing the reification fallacy. You realize
Is that what we can see? What? So we see the circle and no. Oh,
No.
yeah, I agree. We don't. I agree. We don't see this.
Because we've got an atmosphere. You agree there's an atmosphere? Then that you understand why we don't see it. But you do realize that, I want to go back to that point, you are the one committing the reification fallacy, not us.
So wait. So we will never see the geometric horizon.
No.
Not unless you.
And you will never actually go to a point. You will never actually address a point that we bring up. We've already established.
I'm
that's
asking
why
you a
you're-
question. What is the problem? Will you ever
Because
see?
you
the
answered my
geometric
question.
horizon?
You answered my question with a question, which is another flat Earth idiocy that happens. So
Go ahead. Say your question again, and I'll answer it. Are you going to answer
do
my
realize
question?
you
though?
are the
Answer
one-
something?
Afterwards, yes. But you do realize that you guys are the ones that are committing the reification fallacy, not us. Where you try and treat a model like it. I'm explaining. Where you try and treat a model like a real thing and attack the tiniest discrepancy to discredit science. However, the model is not reality and cannot perfectly represent an actual thing because that's not what a model is. A model is we take abstract, complex things and we put them into simpler models. Remove some of the things about them so we can focus on important details so that we can work with them. But they're still models, but they don't have every attribute of what they represent. So you guys are the one that take the model and attack it as though it's the real thing, which means
What model
you are
have
the
I
ones that are
presented?
creating the
What
reification
model have I
fallacy.
presented?
No,
What model
you
have I
are
presented?
attacking our. I never said you did.
Yeah,
I said you
I
are
am
attacking
attacking your
our
model.
as though it is.
I am attacking your model.
As though it is the real thing. As though it is the real thing.
Well, you're
Which
the one
means
saying
you're
it's
the
a real
one
thing.
That has.
So your
No, we're
your
saying it's
model's
a
not real?
representation of the real thing.
Oh, well,
Do you know
yeah.
what a
you
scientific
could
model
say
is?
that. Yeah, you could say that it's representing the real thing, but it's a model. It's a
Of course it is.
reification fallacy.
Mathematically.
It doesn't
No,
it doesn't
you just
represent
committed the reification
anything.
fallacy.
It doesn't represent.
No, you
it's
are
a
committing
model.
the reification fallacy, not us. Now, what was your
I didn't-
question?
I didn't present
And
a
I'll
model.
answer it.
Will
I
we
never said
ever
you did.
see? Will we ever see the geometric horizon?
Not if you are on Earth.
The
So
simpler
you'll
answer
never
is
see it.
not as long as we have an atmosphere.
Yes, as long as there's an atmosphere, no. Come on, Pibby, put your hand out in front of your face. Put your hand out in front of your face right now.
I'll tell you what.
Right?
I'll
No,
tell you
let's
what.
work-
Wait.
work
Just
me-
let me
work
get,
me
let me
one
get
sec.
to this
Work-
point. Let me get to this point. I agree that we will never see the geometric horizon because it doesn't exist.
Well, you agreed and then added extra provisos, so no, we don't agree. Now, do me a
You
favor
agree with me.
and
No,
put your
you
hand
agree with
out.
me. We will never see
No,
it.
no, you added extra provisos to that, so we don't agree. Now,
So,
just
so
work
you've
with me
never
for 1
seen the
second.
curve of the Earth.
All right.
So you've never seen the curve of the Earth.
Now be quiet and listen. I'm trying to do something here. Put your hand in front of your face. Can you see your hand?
Yeah.
An apparent hand.
Are you seeing your actual hand?
Nope.
It's my hand.
Are
kind of
you
question is
seeing
that?
your actual hand?
Mm-mm.
It's
Is
a
that
yes
not
or
my
no
hand?
question. Are you seeing your?
Yeah,
It's
it's
yes or no
my
question.
hand.
Are
It's
you
attached to
seeing
my
your
body.
actual?
No, you
No.
don't.
You're not seeing your
Yeah,
actual hand.
it is.
You are seeing.
I'm not seeing my hand.
No.
That's not my hand.
No.
Nope.
No.
What is it?
No,
What is
you
it
are
then?
seeing.
hand.
You are seeing a. You are seeing a. Not only are you seeing your hand through an atmosphere, which means there is optics, meaning you're not seeing the physical thing, but you are also seeing your hand. However millionths of a second ago it took the time for the light to bounce off your hand and reach your eyes. You're never seeing the actual anything ever.
So when I pick something up with my hand, I'm not really picking something up because it's not really my hand.
That's
Picking
not what
it
he
up,
said.
but you
What
don't
he's saying
see it.
is
No,
that
no,
you're
you
looking
wouldn't
at
see
your
it.
apparent hand, okay? You're not looking at your hand. You think you're looking at your hand. Yes, it's your hand. Your hand exists, but it's your apparent hand because the light that has left your hand has been refracted by the atmosphere before it got to your face, before it got to your eyes. That is the truth.
Now he starts
Wow.
laughing.
So you can pick something up.
Like
You
the
can pick
retard
something
he
up
is.
with your actual hand, but you won't see that. You'll see your hand, or your apparent hand, picking up the apparent object because there is an atmosphere between your eyes and the object in your hand, and light takes time to travel, which means that at no point ever are you seeing the actual anything. Even if there was no atmosphere, you just have to take into account.
Somebody actually brought
Even
Keanu
if there
Reeves
was
into the
no
chat, so I'm gonna
atmosphere,
paraphrase
it
real
would
quick.
still be the
There was a
apparent thing because the light is not instantaneous.
All right, hey guys.
Even if the light
I think
itself
this is gonna be
would
where we
travel
leave it tonight.
instantaneous,
Yeah,
our
Hip Hop Hippie, I
brains,
enjoyed it, you
like
coming on,
the
man. I know it seemed like I got triggered, but you know me, I'm just having fun, man.
travel time
I
of
had
the
to get
brain
into
to
it.
the eyes, like the
I know you are,
electrical
man, and
stuff.
that's why I don't mind bringing you back on. I appreciate you.
pretty
being so
slow.
forward about everything. Of course, Fight the Flat Earth was,
You need to start being a little bit more intellectually honest, though. That's the thing, Hip Hop Hippie. You really need to start practicing some intellectual honesty.
I didn't
includes the
contradict
ability
myself
to
once.
use abstract thought.
Well,
You're the one
many
who
times,
contradicts
many
yourself.
times.
I don't.
But before I get to the super chats, to finish off the super chats, while I thank Fight the Flat Earth and Hip Hop Hippie for being here tonight, the real VIP is Sean the Voice Hufford. Thank you for being on here tonight, Sean, and doing your thing, man. I know this was you stepping back into the ring and going bloody knuckles with people, with someone, but I don't think you got your knuckles bloody today. I think that it was.
Well, no, I was
kind of like stomping on an intellectual ant.
Yeah,
but
I was mostly arm candy tonight, apparently.
Sean,
beautiful
thanks
arm
for
candy as it is.
Sean, thanks for debating me. I appreciate it.
Well, there's not a debate when there's nothing but denial. I'll just say that.
I agree.
And that's all you
But
have.
you provided
Just
shit.
I mean, all you had was one image that you presented, which was the Black Swan, which has been refuted so many times, even in this hangout by Mr. Sensible. Thank you for your effort.
I know you believe it. I know you believe that, but it's okay.
But he
I'll
showed,
be here.
he showed the exact
I'll be here.
results, and you denied them. So you're just
And
doing
I'll be
nothing
here.
but denial.
No, I'll be here when you convert to flat Earth, man. I'll be
hey,
here.
I do want to say because
When I present some actual evidence, I'll think about it.
I do want to excuse me, make a small correction. When I was showing excuse me, Tommy Gronwald's pictures, it meant to be that eye level is eye level, but it doesn't need to be. The camera itself does not need to be level. So even though
Center frame does not mean eye level.
Yeah, center frame does
Never
not
has,
mean eye
never
level.
will.
This is the point. I just wanted to make that correction there because you did point that out in the